in the world. You guys made it all the way up to the Silverwing Mountains without much trouble. Uh, Thankfully, you managed to miss the various patrols that were, just outside Glamourpool for other things, the things the people in Glamourpool were complaining about.
Ooh, Glamapple.
Yeah, yeah, you managed
I'm
to
back.
yeah, yeah, you managed to sneak past them without. Well, not really sneak. It's more like you got really lucky in your timing. Uh, you ran into some guards that were traveling towards the mountains looking for assistance in the current hobgoblin threat along the road due to the refugee crisis coming down from the Crimson Imperium. And you made it to the mountains. Talked with the caretakers. So far, they've been fine. Nothing has attacked them, but you stressed the fact that there might be an attack incoming based on a dragon and some undead. And you were allowed to head up to the Pilgrim's Run. And that's where we left off. You're in a group of rocky tunnels that seem to all lead in one direction, slightly sloping up. Cool air drifting down from somewhere ahead, and they seem to loop back and forth around. At least that's what you're seeing from here. And a few steps in, as Holly's talking to you guys, saying, "Okay, gang, Holly somehow starts fading out of view, and everything gets really bright inside the cave. You still seem to be in the cave in the cave structure, but uh, everything's light. Like there's a light coming down from the ceiling, and you can't see where you came from anymore. It just seems to be gone, along with Holly." Kage and Grisdrop just look at each other.
When you say gone, do you mean like we walked through a tunnel into a room, we turn around, the tunnel's gone?
You're still in the tunnel. It's just that the entrance that was going back down into where the kobolds live is now gone.
Okay.
This doesn't seem normal. Holly? Holly?
No response from her. Kage's also looking around, looking upset, and Grisdrop's just kind of got her hands pinned together, looking this way and that. Oh, this isn't good.
She mentioned having already made her pilgrimage, so she may
Oh.
not have to. She may not be able to walk through this again. It just skips her right over.
Got
Maybe.
it.
Maybe there's like a test or something.
Kage frowns. Yeah, she mentioned that. Great. None of us are pilgrims either. We don't know much of anything about the divine light, and I imagine whatever tests are upcoming involve knowledge.
I mean, fake it till you make it, man. And I'm gonna change my robes to look like some people who believe in the divine light's clothes looks like.
Grisdrop kind of nods out at her lip while holding her hands together. Well, the high priestess Holly did tell me a story about the divine light. Maybe it's maybe it's important.
Maybe.
All right. She told me that in the beginning that there was just the divine light, that it really didn't have a form, just light, and it dreamed, and then gods and chaoses came along. She referred to the chaos sometimes as chaoses, sometimes as the unmakers. Said that they did constant battle, not knowing really what they were before life existed, and then there was life, there was worlds, and the divine light, went among the gods and tried to help them against the unmakers. That there are numerous battles, and finally there was a final battle against the unmakers. The divine light created some kind of she thinks for a minute, some kind of uh, way of trapping them, securing them, something that then trapped the unmakers into the plane, the negative plane of energy, where they can't come back out. But the divine light needed all of its power needed so much more of its power that it's almost as as a normal god now, and as a result, disguised itself as some other god, and that's why nobody's allowed to know, because if somebody knows, then maybe they can do something to the divine light and break open those seals or traps or whatever they were called. She thinks for a minute. She said that the divine light is the reason, the sundering, that's the sundering 5,000 years ago. She looks around at everybody.
Something of it.
Yeah. She said it didn't stop till 4,000 years ago, when the divine light had, somebody had a vision. The first high priest or priestess, I can't remember what she said it was. She said that they were commanded to build 4 temples: the air, the water, the fire, and the earth temple. And it was used this to stop the events of the sundering, the things that were still going on, the randomness, the weirdness, the things that threatened to destroy the world.
Prominent nods.
Stabilize it.
Yeah. Stabilize things, yeah, so that they are as they are now. In fact, the only place where it's still kind of chaotic is around the water temple. She says that's why. Yeah, that's why we're supposed to meet in Orin and head over to Mistvale to get the proper wayfinder to the water temple. There's no way to get there without it.
So
Wayfinder?
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't fully understand. She kind of frowns.
that also concerns me with the dragon then. Is it simply trying to destabilize things, or is it attempting to attack the divine light?
We don't know. Holly was wondering the same thing. She suspects as much, because she said there was some kind of prophecy about an evil queen trying to destroy the world that would only be stopped by the power and pride of the divine light. That's what she told me. So,
Else of this,
what?
anything else on this evil queen? What kind of queen?
Well, I figured, given the events, it's the Drow Queen, the matriarch.
Possibly. Well, we don't have time to waste. Shall we move forward?
She nods.
I do have one concern though. Even if we don't know much about her, what would be punished more? Not knowing or pretending to know? I doubt lying
I don't
would
know.
be a great way to garner favor.
To be honest, Caladriel, I know nothing. My memory of this world is only what has been told of me of late. I will not be able to be very honest when it comes to most things. My knowledge is only what has been given to me.
I may be able to recall something later, but let's just say my education was very skewed.
Hey, Tobias, something wrong with your mic? I barely heard that. You're like very quiet,
Very.
and I just turned you all the way up, and I still can't hear you.
Is this better?
Now I can hear you.
Alright. Well, I mean, back when we were in the Underdark, you and Holly, you spoke after she had her vision or something
Yes.
about the coming times, the apocalypse, or whatever you called it.
Yes.
Do you think if we stop the dragon here, do you think we have stopped it?
I fear
Or is-
not. I feel like this is just a piece in a larger puzzle.
Is
I
it the
mean-
cause or the symptom?
Would this
I don't know.
stop, like, a part of it, or would it just weaken it, or...
I feel like this dragon, this necromancer.
Even part of this?
No, it's a part of it. My goddess has led me to believe. Well, I thought it was the vampire, to be honest. The one that needed to be stopped. Did not realize it was the dragon it was riding, which had more power. I mean, I don't know any larger picture. She hasn't given me much more. But the dragon needs to be stopped regardless.
Said. We get up there, and we stop the dragon. Then we'll see from there,
Sounds like a plan to me.
alright? How do we get up there?
I have no clue.
Let's start walking.
Holly brought us here for a reason. I'm pretty sure she would be confident to send us through here. If not, she made a mistake.
So is Kurt good with being in front of the party?
He's gonna walk. If someone wants to walk past him and get ahead of him, he won't stop them.
Because right now you're in your marching order, so with Kurt at the
Okay.
front. So if anybody wants to reorder, please do it. Please do so now.
I mean,
How
Clay can
wide
go up front.
is
He
it?
looks like a cleric. I don't.
Play fast bounce.
Calador will stay in the middle of the marching order if possible.
Oh, look at Pink.
Pink will just get picked up by something else. And stays all the way back there.
And here
I
thought
thought we
that,
were just
like,
answering questions, not fighting things.
Almanac
Yeah,
leans over. Clay, you sure you want to go first?
I mean,
Get behind him.
is there
Besides,
gonna
what's
be
the
something? Is there something that wants to eat us up front?
I doubt it.
I don't know.
I
You know
mean,
what?
it's-
Ho- Holly
I'm
said
gonna
that
try and-
the challenges could be quite dangerous to those. They're meant to keep out those that are not true pilgrims.
Wait,
No,
are we
no,
true
It's the one.
pilgrims?
Clay looks like.
Well, we will be
I'll
now.
look
pilgrimage guy.
We will be true pilgrimages once we're done this.
Yeah, yeah. Clay is
I
confident.
got,
You
I
got
got
this,
8,
Clay.
yes, 6.
Clay will make it. Will fake it till he makes it. So let's
to
go.
an early grave.
I'm right behind you.
Almanac's feeling concerned about going on a holy pilgrimage to the divine light, being a follower of the goddess of death. She's a little squirmy right now.
Will you see a sign next to the door like no one dare past this past this point?
Turn tail, walk the other way. Bye,
Like
guys. Jesus.
We wish to help it. There won't be much of a problem at all.
We'll see.
So, not long after you troop along the corridor, you suddenly come across a much wider expanse of corridor. There's still a path. Like you can see that, on the far side there is a path, like curving around and leading down. But this entire area feels a bit more like a room, and this form of light coalesces in front of you, with putting out a huge hand. This tall being that you can really not make out the features of, if there's any. And it says, "Welcome to your first trial, pilgrim. Only those who are called by the divine light or trust in the divine light will pass. Name the child." Kaige's like, what bullshit is this? Child? What child?
Oh, boy.
Kurt just stands back and like
I'm-
tries to lock eyes with Gris.
By chance, does it?
I'm gonna. Let's see.
Don't
Can I
say
roll an
anything
insight?
without thinking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is out of character. Can I roll an insight to
You
like
guys-
figure out what he means by
Y-
that?
you guys may roll insight, yes.
Okay, that's happening.
I mean, I'm thinking he might just want our names out of character, so I was
Name the child.
the child.
Can you repeat it one more time?
All they asked for is name the child.
Bob. Definitely Bob.
Don't say anything. You.
Yeah, don't say
That
anything.
better be out of character, please.
Poor Bob. Poor Bob.
No, whispering. Whispering. Could be Bob.
No. The Church of the Divine Light, that's like world encompassing.
Yes, but nobody is sure who the Divine Light is. The major empire of Meeg that ended about over 1,000 years ago. It worshipped Woos as the Divine Light, the goddess of waves. Others think it's Paylor. There is a culture across the ocean that none of your people know about that worships Ra. I'm only telling you that because you're in this game. You already know that from another game. But my point is that lots of people nobody's sure who the Divine Light is.
Well, we're not after who, we're after a child.
Yeah.
The child.
Kurt is like standing there deep in thought. And it's like.
Roll a religion check.
I
Amunet.
think Kurt-
With your insight, you would realize that it's something in religious text that you might want to think about.
Okay. Can she do a religion check as well then?
Yes, you're the one I meant. Sorry, I meant to say roll
okay.
a religion check, and I was looking at. Oh yeah, Amy, that's the only one with the high insight. Well, actually, Clay might too. So Clay probably think religion.
Natural 20.
Ooh, I am bringing you over to
That's
Whispers.
Fuck yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so as you're just sitting there thinking about that, you suddenly flash to some text that you defiled temples and stuff at some point, but at some point you came across some rare text, whether in your days when you were possessed sort of by Zugtamoy, or later when you were atoning with Quare. You came across some religious texts that talked about prophecies and whatnot, and one of them mentioned that one of the signs of a future apocalypse is that there will be a child of the Divine Light known as the Hope. That the hope for some future past the apocalypse.
Okay.
In addition to this knowledge, let's see. You remember that there was something about some ascension of an angel, the angel of the divine, and in audience will be the Hope, the child of the divine, the Messiah of demons, the tainted one. Let's see, what's the name? What was the other one's names? The darkness, and the bringer of balance. I believe that's probably what the
I'm trying to write the bringer of balance.
I used to have that story stuck in my head with the prophecy, but then I realized I had to rename some of the things at one point to fit in with D&D folklore.
Okay, so there will be one of the signs of the apocalypse is there will be a child called the Hope of what?
The hope, the hope, just hope.
Just the Hope.
Or hope, or basically, the hope of the divine. Basically in attendance of those forces will be in attendance of the rising of an angel, basically.
Okay, and so all the ones that you listed afterwards would be in attendance of this ascension. So
This
the Messiah
ascen-
of demons, the tainting,
The tainted one,
the darkness, the bringer of balance.
and the bringer of balance. Yeah.
Okay, so these are all in attendance. Okay.
There will be attendance to the ascension of of the divine angel.
All in attendance to this.
It was just a really weird prophecy you once stumbled upon and read, and
Yeah.
it suddenly occurs to you: hope. Hope is the most likely the answer to this question.
Okay, gotcha. Hope.
Question, and we got a natural 20, so it's fine.
There we go.
Please tell us you got the answer.
Watch the DC be at 26.
Aminette kind of takes a step forward, and she's kind of rubbing her head a little bit. I came across a religious text once, and it spoke of a sign of the apocalypse in this world, and said there would be a child. And she just kind of walks forward towards the door.
Well, it's really this figure of light.
Oh, the figure. She walks towards the figure. She just looks up and says, "Hope."
And you hear kind of like this kind of celestial type music playing for a moment as the light just kind of dissipates back up into the ceiling, and your path is no longer obstructed.
Okay. Let's get going.
Say people.
Yeah, the book mentioned there would be a sign, a child of the divine, and its name would be Hope. There was also part of the apocalypse would be the ascension of an angel of the divine, and that would be the sign of the apocalypse. And there would be other entities in attendance to this ascension. One called the Tainted One, another called the Darkness, and then the Bringer of Balance. But the child's name was Hope.
Okay. Let's keep going, I guess.
She's kind of deep in thought as she's like walking and just thinking about that.
And we go forward.
Continuing along, the light in the ceiling still softly glowing. Again, twisting, turning until you come into another room much like the other one. And again, the lights form into a tall figure that speaks in a musical voice. Welcome to your second trial, pilgrim. Who protects the temple above?
And Cook is talking to the group. Is that dragon right?
Are they referring to the kobolds or the silvers?
No, above. And kobolds are below, dragon above.
Silvers.
Well, the Silvers, I believe,
Yeah.
are the protector of the temple.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we were told. Wasn't
That's
it?
what we were told, yeah.
Exactly. Did it have a name, or was there multiple? Should we have answered the silver
What?
dragons, or today?
Weren't they just called?
They were just called the Silvers, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, go for it.
I could answer, and if something goes wrong, I think I'm pretty willing to take punishment if there's punishment.
Well,
We'll hope that there's something left for me to heal.
Don't say that.
Considering this is a malevolent being, I doubt it would disintegrate you for not knowing. It was a joke. My apologies.
Well, right now is not really the time for tricks, Cowdrill.
I mean, I can go up and answer the silvers right now. Or do we have another answer?
Aminette's flipping through her notes.
I can't. I can't think of another answer.
I genuinely can't either.
I mean, unless it's in religious text, which it might be.
Oh, Ghost pulls out her journal, points at another note. We're at the air temple, correct? On the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I have dragons as well. It's gotta be the silvers.
It's
Yeah.
like, dude. Answer is silvers.
Are you saying this to the being of light, Kurt?
Is there anyone else I would have told the big lit dude?
The light once again disperses in a burst of music, and you're allowed to pass.
It's up to the rest of the party.
Grizz, are you enjoying this?
I wrote most of these questions many years ago before I converted it to D&D, so...
Alright, let's keep
It was in an
walking.
RPG Maker game I was working on. It was really fun programming all that. Eventually, you make it to the third room. And once again, the light, the form, the musical voice. Welcome to your third trial, pilgrim. The gods and chaos were what to the divine light at the beginning?
Unmakers. That's what you said, Chris Drop?
The gods and the chaos were known as what to the divine light in the beginning?
Gods and the chaos. In the beginning, wasn't there just the light and dreams? Dream? Wasn't that what Gris Drop said?
Grishdrop starts nodding. Yeah, Holly said something like that.
You mentioned chaos and the gods.
The
What was it?
chaos were also known as the Unmakers.
So, in the beginning, they would have been a dream.
I think so?
I mean, going from what Gris Drop said, it's the only answer we can get. The only answer we have.
I mean, I'm stumped.
Yeah, other than what Grisdrop told us, that's the only thing we have to go by. What Holly told her.
I will step forward and say to the figure, a dream.
And for the third time, the lights disperse and you hear music. Okay, let's add a long breath. Well, I don't know how many more we have to go, but so far so good, right?
I just walks forward.
Keep walking. Just hope that there's not too many more.
Good on you, Ghost Drop.
Yes, Gris Drop was a big help with that information.
Grishdrop smiles. Then you come to the fourth room. Again, the figure. Welcome to your fourth trial, pilgrim. What is the purpose of the divine temples?
For them
Where
to
did I write
stabilize.
that?
I believe
Sundering?
it's to maintain balance from the sundering.
That's what I have. Temples Yeah. to stabilize the sundering.
Is that how we want to word it?
I'm not sure how we want to word it. I don't think we need to be too specific with our wording.
To maintain balance, I think is the answer.
Alright.
I will. Aminet walks forward to the figure. To maintain balance.
The figure starts flashing And you hear the musical voice say, "I'm afraid that is not quite correct."
To maintain balance after the sundering?
Roll a persuasion check.
Ah, fuck. There was the second half of it. She's fine with persuasion, I'm sure. It's fine.
Not bad.
15 to 15.
You're part right.
Somebody roll me a 1d2.
I'll roll it since it's my fate in the hands right now, if you don't mind.
I'll roll it. It's fine. Never mind.
Ooh, you got lucky. The figure stops flashing and nods. Yes. To maintain balance of the sundering. To stop the sundering. Not to maintain balance in other ways. And it disperses. Though this time without the musical fanfare. Kage is, like, grimacing, and he looks over at Amunet. That was a close one.
Yeah, so I guess the wording is quite
Should
specific
have mentioned
for our
the
answers.
thundering when you mentioned the balance.
Yeah, I got that. Thanks.
Mainly because it was to do with the thundering.
Sure.
If I knew you were gonna word it that way, I would have said something.
This one is hard. As you guys continue on this time, you feel a bit more of a breeze. It feels like you're getting close to the top at this point. And you hear the sound of dripping water. As you continue on, you open up into a room. This one is slightly different than the other, so that there is still the path continuing on past this. And in fact, you start seeing, well, actually, it's all light in there, so you won't see anything else. But you see what looks to be a forming pool of water off to the southwest side of the chamber that possibly goes deeper down. And there's some water just dripping down from the ceiling with the large stalactites.
Stalactites hang from the ceiling, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
They hang tight. That's how I remember. Stalactites hang tight.
Yeah, and I
they
think
hang
you're the
from
one that,
ceiling.
that explained that one
Yeah.
at one point. And once more, the figure of light appears in front of you. Welcome to your fifth and final trial, pilgrims. What is the greatest thing the divine light did for the universe?
I mean, this
Greatest thing?
Krishap's eyes are going wide.
is just a
The
question of
greatest thing?
opinion. Isn't this just personal opinions?
Like, greatest thing? That's so vague and so objective.
I mean, it really depends on perspective, really.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You're asking.
That's not helpful. That's not a good criteria for a...
Well, from how I see it, it dreamt the world into existence. It helped lock away the Unmakers,
Mm-hmm.
and it's helped stabilize the world after the Sundering. What do we feel is the best? Personally, I feel that creating it in the first place was the most valuable.
Well, the other two would be quite, worth nothing without it.
Is it
Also,
possible
I
to
have
hit?
to run out and do a quick spot of yard work because they're mowing. My character will just be kind of autopiloting for a little
Okay.
bit, but I will make sure to keep it short, so I'll be back.
Pink, what were you saying?
Can we do some sort of history check?
Yes, you may.
Or religion check?
Yes, you may.
Or,
Okay.
religion or history?
Nope.
Yeah. I'm gonna we'll
No,
take
no external help for this one for me.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Wow!
He creates sun.
You use the jetpack out.
All right.
Amanette rolling hot today on religion.
Yes, yes, she is. And she's sitting there, and she's remembering the story being kind of that Grishdrap was telling earlier. Grishdrap was just mentioning that the divine light. It wasn't sure if it dreamed the gods and unmakers into existence or not. It was just it looked at them as potential dreams because it didn't know what the rest of the universe was. Never in there did it mention creating anything. That dreaming isn't the same thing as creation. And the temples, well, the divine light instructed others to build the temples, but what the divine light created was the seals.
Gotcha.
The ones that locked away the unmakers, the ones that then caused the divine light's power to shrink, because basically the seals themselves were made up of part of it, so it basically became the same level as the other gods, therefore becoming more vulnerable to certain things.
So, star divine.
So it created
creating the seals.
creating the chaos seals. Yeah. There you go.
Cool.
Is it still doing it?
A little bit.
Amanette raises a finger. Wait. Grisdrops wasn't sure if the divine light actually created the gods and the chaos. Just said that they dreamed them into existence. And the temples were actually created, well, by the instruction of the divine light, but were created by others, not the divine light. But what the divine light did, though, the divine light created the chaos seals because the seals were made up of little pieces of them. So the answer is creating the chaos seals.
And the music issues forth, echoing about the chamber as finally the light vanishes from there, and the light itself from the ceiling recedes, and you see Holly is standing there waiting for you. Just her hands is kind of like looking a bit worried, and when she sees you, she smiles wide. Oh, I didn't realize that I wouldn't be able to give you any instruction when we came in here. Once you guys got pulled into the run, it was too late. I'm so sorry. I was so worried about you guys.
Well, to be honest, you actually did help us, Holly. You told Grisdrop a story.
Holly smiles at the goblin. The goblin just tugs her. Well, I'm glad you guys are all right.
So how much further is it to the top from here?
Just a little bit more. And she kind of like points, and you can see that the caves itself have like a small amount of illumination just from bioluminescent fungus, but nothing compared to what you were walking in before. And you can see that in the path ahead, you can see bits of light streaming down from from unknown source as it continues to slowly curve upwards. Just a bit that way, and we should be able to be at the tower. I mean, at the temple. Ooh. Roll perception
You guys
checks.
still hear the
Yeah.
probably. Really?
Yeah, there's glowing fungus on the ceiling, Kurt.
Double 16.
What's your class for, Chris? Sorry.
Perception check. Everyone, please.
Okay.
Oh, come on, can I roll high for once with my perception? I need to stop rolling 3s
I mean, you
and
did
5s
better
on my
than me.
bloody perception.
I mean, in total, bit better than me. Is my microphone still doing the crinkling thing? or
Not so
not?
much. A little bit, but
Yeah.
not as much as it had been.
Oh, God.
Clay, Amunet, Kurt, you all hear coming from the upward direction the faint bellow of an angry dragon.
Oh, here we go.
Someone's not happy.
What's wrong?
Dragon.
Well, I was about to go and get some glowing fungus.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was looking at that too, Kurt. Do you want a sample? I mean, this is like holy bioluminescence.
Well, it's all the way up there, and there's an angry dragon.
Maybe on the way back.
Hey, Amunet,
Yeah, what's up?
do you mind if I spider on you?
It's spider on me.
Yeah, be a spider and be on your shoulder.
Oh,
You mind?
no, I don't mind. Go for it.
Okay. I'll turn into a spider and hop onto Amunet's shoulder.
Mr.
Amunet's
Kent, just how
gonna-
many people are in this potential fight?
Yeah. Amunet's gonna hear in the dragon. She's activating her fucking shit, so she's gonna activate both of her crossbows. Because I'm pretty sure diplomacy is not gonna work here. How do I? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I imagine like Amunet looks at the sword that was called diplomacy and then sees the sun sword.
Kurt
I mean-
looks up at the mushrooms and go, maybe they will go well with dragon meat.
I mean, you can name the sun sword diplomacy if you want. Sir Lancelot.
It is.
Oh. You just miss your halberd? I'll get you another one. Okay. I forget what I need to roll now. Hold on, I need my PDF. I forget what the damage is. Sorry. Fucking damage changes to.
She needs her PDF.
Oh, I can't.
Get that PDF.
PDF.
We're gonna wait a minute for Caladriel to get back in here,
Okay.
if you guys don't mind.
Can I go bathroom and get coffee and stuff?
Yes.
While we wait?
Yes,
Okay,
you may.
cool.
Am I also allowed to go and get coffee?
Of
No.
course.
Oh,
None for you.
darn.
What kind of person would I be if I
Yes.
don't let people have coffee? Come on now.
Hey, tyrant.
You suck.
Oh!
Oh, okay,
Oh.
sure. Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Why do I feel like that was just...
Why do I feel like this is impending doom? Here, have a
What?
level.
It's
Like,
like
for your
oh,
untimely
you
death.
Chris was just like,
Chris is
huh,
like,
I wonder
oh.
if...
Well, you managed to get through the Pilgrim's Run. It basically was a level up place.
Oh shit.
Chris is like, alright,
I'll take
they're
it,
gonna
man.
be
I'm
facing
willing.
something dangerous for their level. Let's level up a little.
Yeah.
And yes,
this
that's the other thing, yeah. Because you didn't have to face the Planetar that would have attacked you had you failed.
Oh god, a planetar!
Aww.
Holy shit!
Aww. Can we go back?
I would like to change my answer, please, to fuck you, I want a
Yeah.
battle.
Fuck you and your religion.
you're,
Yeah.
you're about to have a battle, so
Okay. Okay.
Time to hit level up.
Oh, I need to. This is gonna take some doing. Okay, I'm gonna BRB, and I gotta
Oh,
read.
yeah. For you.
This sucks. I can't have coffee.
what's wrong?
How did you get a moldy coffee? Answer me.
They have been there for over 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you not drink the coffee that you have?
Because nobody
I
here,
can
like,
drink a packet in a week.
nobody here actually drinks coffee.
Bad people. Right,
I mean, I
time to
used to
Oh.
drink coffee, but when I got here, it was already like that.
eat.
I can access level 4 spells.
Oh boy.
I need to figure out how to do feats into this because Kagi doesn't need any more ability scores, but he could use some feats.
Wait, don't we all have feet?
He needs more. He will have he will have 5. His running speed has
Oh,
increased.
you're funny, Jesse.
Well, technically he's a monk, so his running speed is 45.
So he
I-
does have more feet.
I ended up taking another one of my painkillers because my ears are like absolutely in so much pain.
You've been to the doctor about this, yes? Do you know what's wrong?
Sadly, I can't get a doctor where I'm living at the moment. I did call a house doctor, but they're like, "No, we can't do it during this time."
Yeah, this is like the
That's fucked.
yeah, this is why the whole situation with the the virus is actually really bad because every medical system in the world is pretty much being overwhelmed at the moment, and so that the other things that people would otherwise be able to recover from, that's going to be causing problems, and yeah.
So basically, I've taken another one of the fucking painkillers, and now I'm like super fucking tired.
Yeah, that's not good.
Before I
How many are you
wasn't
supposed to be
tired at
taking?
all. I'm only supposed to take one, and I only took one. But I also took one when I woke up, which was like about 10, 11 hours ago.
You should be really careful with that. People OD on those things.
Mm.
In
I mean,
news with this level up, I just got the 20 in Constitution.
Nice.
That is stupid.
I think I went up in dexterity and strength. Even though I should have went in constitution. I'm at 8 strength, 5 8
I'm level
athletic.
8 and I have 94 hit points.
You have 94.
Oh, sweet! It's still able to drag and drop into the compendium, from the compendium. Oh man, but the problem is that
No.
oh, good. So yeah, I just gave him the mobile feat, Kage, for whoever gets to pilot him during otherwise game times. Lots of popping noises.
I'm sorry if that's my side.
Yeah,
I'm really fucking sorry.
no, it's okay.
It's never really been like this before. Been fine ever since.
Is it the
Um,
cord? Is the cord
I'm hoping.
tangled or something?
No, I ended up untangling. Hold up. Is that any better?
Yeah, this is correct.
Yeah,
Is that any better?
popping. Oh. Maybe.
Oh,
It's not as bad.
so
There
it's
it goes.
probably my mic. So it is popping still.
It seems to be random. Are you touching?
No. Does that make it any better?
Well, I mean, it was popping. It is popping.
Gonna need mic or something.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
I missed anything good?
You're level 8 now.
Oh, hey, what happened?
You
We
guys
got
solved
past
the thing.
We're about to die. That's what happened.
Yeah, and there's the bellowing of dragons from up the thing. So, but since you passed through the Pilgrim's Run, ooh, Holly just got access to Destroy Undead. This'll come in handy.
So it wasn't combat XP, it was life XP.
Exactly.
Just doing the things.
Mm-hmm.
doing the things.
Okay. I was very concerned.
What?
I'm just wondering, should I max out my charisma? Or should I pick a feat? I must think on this.
Question: does anybody know how I could listen to my own mic?
Discord has a setting you could use. Just go
Oh
in.
yeah, true.
Yeah, I think it's let's check on the voice and video settings.
Yeah, I think it's doing it now because it's muted. There you go. It auto mutes if you try.
I'm gonna have to start looking at druid spells because there's one. I just got a new spell, but for it to be extremely effective, I need to know more about druid spells.
Level
Are
4, right?
Druids are considered arcane, aren't they?
No, divine.
No.
No, divine.
Divine? Okay.
They got that healing magic, yo.
Mhm. Do I want magic initiate?
Okay. I'm back. Let's see. Edge levels. D10. What's our con?
I have taken the tough feat. It's
Oh,
now
you did?
7 HP.
Oof, nice. Let's see.
What does the tough feat do?
2 levels, 2 HP per level, basically. In addition to your normal.
From the point that you take the feat, or is it retro?
Retroactive.
It's retroactive, yeah.
Holy shit, how much health do you have?
97 total.
Nice.
You was
I
at
have,
60
I have
last level.
94 though.
Yeah, I was at 68. So in one level I went from 60 to 97.
So 1d10.
Which is nice for a person that's trying to be hit a lot.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
So where is that? Okay. I have to enter all my shit in manually, so it takes a little bit longer. Okay.
Yeah, well, they did change. But was it 1200?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was not like it was in roll 20 to begin with.
Yeah, that's why. So
No.
I have to enter everything. It takes a hot second.
Like copy and paste mostly, or?
Yeah, it's just I have to do like the HP manually, and then I have to, like, for example, if I was to take sharpshooter, I have to manually put it into her weapons because it doesn't work with roll 20.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, roll 20 doesn't let you take feats anyway, so.
Yeah, you have to.
Well,
You
yeah.
have to drag and drop them, and you still have to do updates on them if you want to use them.
Yeah.
Can't you do that though? Shuttle? Can't you drag and drop after you?
Yeah, I can drag and drop. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. If I want to give her sharpshooter or skilled is what I'm thinking.
It's too bad you don't have Volt in your party. He currently has 101 HP.
I will say, just in terms of min-maxing, from what I've been hearing, Sharpshooter is actually balanced pretty well to where if you always roll with it, you will net positive on your damage.
Yeah,
Statistically.
yeah. I'm not. I mean, I get the
I like Sharpshooter.
sharpshooter's nice.
I mean, I usually just have it as for the ignore cover feature of it instead of attempting to add to my damage by harming my my accuracy.
It's also very nice if you want to use something else than a bow. Like when you want to use daggers, at least you have 60 feet range instead of 20.
With my blood hunter, I use my guns. So
Yeah, I think I might go sharpshooter for her.
of course, you did just hit level 15 since we're about to fight something really nasty.
I was looking at skilled because I really wanted her to get perception proficiency. That's what I wanted her to do.
I
But
thought we hit level 8
So-
because you just like us.
No, I was talking about for my other Sunday game.
Oh.
My blood hunter hit level 15 because of
My mic isn't crackling anymore.
Yay!
What was it?
Apparently, my cord, where it connects to a USB cable and the headphone jack, so if I plug in the USB cable, it lights on the headphones. Apparently, that I needed to like pinch it off together in a really janky way, and now it won't actually play the fucking fuzzy noise anymore. So
Yeah, it's usually the cord.
Hmm.
I
great.
found.
I only got this like what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Mm.
Mm.
Fucking
It's either the cord or the connecting area. Not the connecting
Nope.
area, more so.
wasn't the connecting area, it was the actual cord. Well, dragon fighting time, is it not?
Soon enough.
Why are all of the
Well, we will.
druid spells saves, like saving throws, and not actually?
Yeah, I know.
Roll.
There
I know.
are some.
Most of them are concentration as well.
Yep.
Yeah, ask the super druid in the party.
Hello, I'm the super druid.
It is so annoying, especially with when you spell.
Just
means
think
you have
like
to
this,
cast
you will
Yeah.
only like cast one spell per encounter, and you will concentrate that spell for most of the encounter and not do anything else.
I
There's
mean,
a
you
damn
can.
good spells.
Can't you get what's it called? Battlecaster?
War Mage.
Yeah, Warcaster,
Yeah,
something
there-
like that.
Yeah, Warcaster. That gives you advantage on Constitution saves. That might be good for Druid.
Concentration says.
Yeah, concentration is what I mean. I went with Magic Initiate with Wizards to get even more cantrips and spells. And I can cast it once for free, right?
The level 1 spell.
Yes, it gives you one use
It's a one use, not even a spell though.
per long rest. It doesn't use a spell slot, it's just a use.
Yeah, but I can cast it as a spell, right? If I have spell slots, I presume.
I have no clue.
Don't think so?
I mean, that would be weird.
I don't know. I've never taken a magic initiate as a magical caster.
Okay, so
It just gives me access to more damage spells because I don't get that many of those. Granted, I took shield, but you know, I want to get that 23 AC. You know, no 22.
So I'm torn
Hmm.
whether to get something like Spell Sniper to up my dexterity to 18, so with mage armor I have a 17 AC, or to max out my charisma so I have a spell save of 18.
Do you have a lot of spells that require saves?
Not really, no.
minus.
But I'm also going to be switching out some of my spells as we
Sure, but
level.
Spell Sniper, isn't that good for your Eldritch
11.
Blast as well?
It is.
So, I mean...
But it also already has a fairly decent range, and I'm going
Yeah.
for some ridiculous sniper.
Yeah,
But I can still get use.
It is nice to be able to shoot around cover.
Testing. No, testing and
Testing the fire.
Pew.
SS Lightning. Is that a boat?
sharpshooter lightning. Because it minuses 5.
Yeah, oh, it has.
Okay.
Let's see if this works.
I
So
looked
yeah.
it up.
Well, no, what I did was
Cool. It does.
I put -3 into the attack because she had +2 already to it, so it'd be -3 instead of -5. And then she gets +1 from a crossbow, so it'd be +11 to the damage. So that should be right. She just rolled really shit. Let me try that again. And I'll have to do the same for fire.
Well, the other thing about getting my charisma up is it also makes my bonus to attack plus 10, which is nice.
Mhm.
You rolled the same exact number.
I did. That's why I was like, "Meh."
You rolled a 1.
You have a +3, -3, +3. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Where in the damage you're seeing that?
No, in the
No.
2 hit. Uh, in the damage, I see a +11, so that should be right because it's a magical weapon, I presume.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's in the 2 hits.
The attack is only doing -3 to the -5.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have it in there as so
It's a +1. It's a +1 weapon, right?
yeah.
So it should be -4 in that case. No, wait. Magic weapons have the thing, right? When you open your sheet, you have a magic bonus underneath range. That tells you how much bonus you get from like it being +1 weapon, I think. That's what I think.
You're right there.
Yeah. So the plus should be if you get a bonus from something else than proficiency or dex, or you put the -5 there. But what I do is I make a attack modifier and a damage modifier, and that way I just need to click those on whenever I do sharpshooter, and when I don't do sharpshooter, I deselect those.
Okay, okay, hold on. Let me fix that then. Hold on.
Yeah. It's the
Let me
same.
delete this. Hold on. Delete that. Lock that. Okay, so attack did be okay, global damage modifier. Add that.
And
Sharpshooter.
and global attack modifier, and the global attack modifier would be -1. So that's also how I do my sneak attack, but sneak attack doesn't have a bonus or debuff on 2 hits.
So damage I would just put +10.
Yeah, damage would just be 10, and then it should pop up like you see where my sneak is? It should pop up there, then it should say 10.
How do I minus the thing from the hit though?
Just put -5. When you go back to where you added your damage modifier, right above it, it says show global attack modifier field. So you click that, and then you can. There is, it's insta create blast. Just switch that for sharp.
Where is that? Is that in the actual weapon, or is it somewhere else?
You know where you added your global attack modifier, right? Your global damage modifier field.
Below
you
all the
added that?
weapons?
No, when you click on the gear icon,
Which gear icon? There are many.
the full sheet, like next to.
Oh,
stats.
okay, gotcha. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, there on the right column, there's like show global fields, right? Show
Okay.
global attack modifier field.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, AC modifier field. Got it.
yeah. So I have an AC modifier field for mage armor, and I have
Okay.
one for sneak attack. For damage, you need to get a global attack modifier field.
Okay, got that. And then go back to core.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see now. Okay,
Yeah.
so
And then you should be able to do something like this. So I have 16 plus -5. So that would be 11. And I have rolled very well on my sneak attack.
okay, so I would title that sharpshooter, and then the roll would be
-5.
Just -5.
-5. Okay, got
But
it.
+10 to the damage. It's very
Yeah,
nice.
that's on the
Yeah, she already
global
did the
damage
damage.
modifier. Got it. Okay, and then sharpshooter is just the 10. And then the type on that would be piercing as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's try this.
That's-
So sharpshooter, lightning, hand crossbow. Boop.
Mhm.
Okay, so that didn't
Might as
come.
well get bad
I mean,
rolls
it-
out first.
I did what it.
What is with the ones, Almanet?
Yeah. Except for
That's right,
you
you're
rolling
getting them
once,
out
I think
now.
it does. Yeah, I think it does what it needs to be doing. Or
You're,
did it
you're
miss
getting rid of the
something?
ones before we actually play.
I know, right?
Yeah, before
Is
we
that-
fight again.
Priming
Is
your
that
ritual
enough
dice.
Is that enough information for you if you just hover it, say sharpshooter? I don't know how to get like. I guess I could put 10.
You
I just
could,
want to make sure Grizz has enough information.
Yeah.
you could put.
I could put sharpshooter piercing.
Yeah, having that
Yeah.
extra thing there, that's good.
I
You get to
think
say
it's-
piercing, and it's like, okay, yeah, sharpshooter. That's what the negative
Okay.
5 is there.
Got
What
it.
if it's set as just telling me it's sneak attack? Just that.
Sneak attack with a club? It's not a weapon you can sneak attack
No.
with.
I know, Chris. That's the one time I needed a weapon and didn't have anything but a club. Okay.
Clay the Fabulous doesn't even have a dagger.
I told you before, I don't carry weapons on me.
No, I figured he would have a dagger or a knife just to do skinning jobs or to alter clothing with. A pair of scissors that can be used as a dagger.
Yeah, but there's not supposed to be blood on there, Chris.
In a
Not
pinch,
supposed to be on there.
in a pinch, everything can be used as a weapon.
No, Chris, priorities. The only weapon I use is my shadow blades.
Looks right to me.
Does
I
that
mean
look
it.
right? Okay, cool.
I mean, I got a dagger now because I stole one from. I mean, I didn't steal one. I got one from Galadriel. I mean, you might say I stole it. I don't know if Galadriel knows it's stolen.
Indefinite borrowing without asking permission first.
What's going on? Like, in all seriousness?
Definitely not stealing.
I remember I lent your sling a while back.
It's like, yeah, it's like Clay got this knife after he stole it. I mean, didn't steal it. That was hilarious.
Didn't steal it. Caladriel gave it to him.
Fluffy's kind of quiet.
I also
Oh
think
yeah,
it's,
hold on. I have to boost up Fluffy. I can't hear him.
I offered it. You
Yeah.
stole it afterwards, but I offered it. I don't give two
Yeah,
fucks
you-
if you have a sling.
You offered it, and then I was like, no, I don't need that. And then I was like, damn it, I don't have anything.
Uh-huh. Like, I don't need that. Wait, shit, I need that.
Wait, shit, that's all I have.
Yeah, the problem with Shadowblade is it costs spell slots.
Uh-huh.
Do you cast anything else but Shadowfoot?
Short rest.
Uh-oh.
Do
Yes.
we? Um.
Anything wrong?
No. The. I can't remember.
Potato.
Can Hexblade warlocks change out spells every single time they level up?
They can change. They can swap a spell. Yes.
Warlocks
They
can
can
swap one spell and one invocation.
Yeah.
I don't know if I get that for being an Order Profane Soul Blood Hunter though.
Yeah. I don't.
I've never played with my spell slots as a blood hunter. I just like notice the type of rights I get and like, okay, I am just shooting things. That's all. That's all Jesse
If
Nightstorm
I'm
likes
not
to do.
wrong, every spellcaster that gets a certain amount of spell slots can swap out one spell every time they level. So I think you're fine if you swap out a spell, except for the ones that have constant spell swapping. Every class can swap once they level one spell. Because Arcane Tricksters can swap a spell and take a new one. At least this level I could. And now I have so many spells.
I'll just keep her spells the same for this level. Fuck it. It's alright. I feel like I've taken up too much time already.
No worries.
I've I
Good
found
level
the
your
ruling
weapons, good.
for Magic Initiate. As long as you take it in a class that you're already a part of, you can use spell slots for it. But when you are like a wizard and you take like a healing spell, you can't. But if you're a wizard and you take a wizard spell, you can.
The only spell that I'm thinking about switching out for her is Expeditious Retreat.
Well, in certain cases, though, the class slots don't matter because of the whole paladin warlock thing. You can use warlock spell slots for a smite. There are some
Yeah.
exceptions.
Fun
Oh,
times.
Yeah.
That reminds
Yeah,
me,
no.
since
If you're multi-classing, that's fine.
What were you saying, Shadow?
since you play a Blood Hunter, Grizz,
Mhm.
you know the PDF that we purchased for that the fundraiser thing?
Oh yeah.
So there is another Blood Curse that is in D&D Beyond that is not on that PDF.
Which one?
Fluffy, what was the name of that one we were looking at? Blood Curse of Corruption? No.
Not that one. I gotta pull up my character. Give me a second.
The death to all enemies.
Are you talking
It
about
was
the
a pretty
bloating one?
fucked up one.
Yeah, it's
Where
a
you
pretty
get
fucked up
litigation.
one.
What
Characters
describe
slow.
it? I'm better. I don't usually remember names. I usually remember what the hell it does though.
Basically, it curses something to ignore their resistances.
Blood
I-
curse with the exposure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the one I took. I took or not, but that would have been useful if I had
Yeah. When a creature within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack or a spell, you can use your reaction to temporarily weaken their resilience against it. So at the end of the turn, they lose resistance to damage types triggered by attack or spell. So all damage from that single attack or spell. Amplifying it, if they have invulnerability, it goes down to resistance, and resistance down to normal.
It's pretty
So
awesome.
you can lose invulnerability by amplifying it.
All right. You guys ready to continue on?
Hells yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jargon.
So
Dungeons and Dragons.
you
We
guys
got ourselves a dragon to kill.
are still in the room with the pool in it. There's lichen. There's glowing lichen along the ceilings, but you can see sunlight coming up from the passage as you're starting to head down. And some of you heard the echoing bellows of a dragon.
Dragon.
And I believe they started alerting the others that there's a dragon ahead. Or something going on because the dragon's protecting this temple up ahead.
Kurt,
Yes.
ready to hunt some dragon?
You're ready to eat.
Maybe don't.
Wait, didn't we agree that we...
And I just rolled up.
I mean,
Could
I'm
it-
not opposed to it.
Isn't this like an undead dragon?
Yeah,
No, it's just, no. It's just
Oh,
an
boy.
example.
We came to the conclusion it wasn't an undead dragon.
it's not
Just
undead.
an necromancer.
Well,
Yeah,
the
it's-
dragon that rolled, is it the undead one, or is it one of the guardians?
No, we'll
It's
find
just
out.
We don't
It's
know,
a
but
black
it
dragon.
sounded angry, so if a dragon is angry, shit is going down.
Yeah,
Oh
we'll
boy.
be fine.
Dragons are not necessarily angry for no reason.
They're just cute little dragons.
They're just
we're
grumpy.
fine.
They're always grumpy.
Yeah.
Very quick.
They'll make for good materials.
Is it just our cap increasing, or is our full pool increasing by our rolling health?
Full. How do you mean?
Your total
Am I-
HP is increasing.
Okay, but I don't quote unquote heal the 6 HP that's going into my hit pool.
Wait, what are you doing?
He's asking
With
if
the
he
hit
gets
I think
the hit
it's-
points
I
from
think
the
it's
others.
max Yeah, I think it's ruled that you gain those hit points when you level
Yeah.
up.
I mean,
Okay.
theoretically, we haven't taken any damage yet today, as far as I know.
Correct, you have not.
The only
So let's.
I took
I-
5 away
Because
from
you-
Amanette because she activated her crossbows. That's the only reason I did.
I just wanted to
Why
make sure
why
that-
only 5?
Because I rolled 2d6 and I got 5 damage.
Oh, that's right. You're playing the. Never mind. You're playing the other version, not the
Yeah.
one not the one that I'm still playing.
No, I'm playing the new version.
No, I'm playing the old version, which means that I'm currently negating a lot of maximum hit
Uh-huh.
points on him. But he has a lot of maximum hit points, and so he's okay right now. And one he uses is the one that only cuts him down by half.
Yeah. Good thing about this version too is it doesn't decrease your max HP. It just
Yeah.
does damage, so it can't be healed.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, but I didn't want to swap around his stats in order to make the new version work for him. If I was just building him then, I would have done that. But I'd already established him with his various stats and the way I was playing with them, playing them off of himself as an RP. So I didn't want to sit there and change it out just to make the new version work.
Yeah. I didn't change your stats. I just like put it over, so there's some detriment to it. But I
Yeah,
enjoy the build better.
yeah, that's good. If I make another Blood Hunter, I'll do that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Excellent. All right.
Okay, dragon.
How would you guys like to approach this? Are you going to rush? Going to sneak? Going to just mosey along amicably? How do you want to do it?
I'm
Kurt
gonna
is already
stealth. I
rushing.
don't go.
Or do you want to sit down there and hide until everything's done?
Kurt is rushing. He's loading his crossbow on the way.
Okay.
I'm wherever Amunet is.
Put yourself
You
in.
want me-
Put yourself into order, Kurt, please.
Can I
Yes,
get
okay, so this is my order.
I'm shit. Fuck.
Do we
Oh,
want
boy.
it? Okay.
Wait, which
we're
way's the
already-
front?
I think.
Kurt's side is front.
Hello, I'm front. I move forward again if someone else wants to move forward further.
Do we want to take a look up there to see before we go rushing in, Kurt?
No.
Okay,
I think it's already too late.
it's fine.
We already know it's a dragon. If it's silver, I will shoot.
Yeah, I will wait until they're all outside, 2 seconds, and then go outside just in case it's waiting to do like a breath attack or something.
All right. So whoever's up front in the party, not the people in the back, but the people up front, which means Kurt, Sir Lancelot, and Amunet, roll a perception check.
Does Char as spider on Amunet?
Oh, that's right. Char's spider, so Char should actually be right there.
I see it.
So
Okay.
do I get to roll too?
Yes, you do.
Yay.
I love that. I see it.
What do you see?
I love how this works.
All right. I am going to
I see everything.
like.
Holy shit.
Join me.
Okay, just in case you don't want to describe everything right away to everybody.
Well, I can't describe anything at all.
Yeah, but as you guys crest out, there is some confusion. There's bits of ice already forming up. In the sky, there are several silver dragons and what looks like several various black dragons flying around, along with various wyverns, undead ones, holding passengers as they're flying around. 2 of the wyverns streak down into the big wide courtyard you guys see spread out in front of you, which I will describe in a moment to everybody else. And passengers get off. 2 hulking skeletal minotaurs and what looks like something skeletal in black armor, carrying weapons and with the red eyes glowing in the back of its helmet. So this is the information you see. I will tell everybody what they see in just 1 second about the
Could I
area you're looking
confirm?
at. I'm sorry, what?
Could I just confirm? So it's 2 undead wyverns,
Reruns, yep.
and two minotaurs, or was it 4?
2 skeletal minotaurs,
skeletal minotaurs, and
And
one
one
evil
black,
looking,
black armored
same
figure.
size, but same size as the minotaurs.
No, not exact. No, slightly smaller, but wearing black armor with slightly glowing red eyes, looking skeletal otherwise inside
And
there.
you said multiple black dragons in the air.
there is several what looks like young adult black dragons, but they're in the middle of a battle with the silver dragons. So there's like a
Okay.
couple of assets, which I'll be describing to the rest of the party in a moment. I just if any information you want to glean now about what you're seeing here,
Yeah, do we notice the black dragon that we're all familiar with?
you'd see with that perception check, yeah, you see it landing on top of the temple, which I will again describe to the player, everybody in a moment.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. So, anything else you wish to ask before I go into my description mode?
Sure. The 2 wyverns landed, and with the people that went off, they're looking at us, right?
They are landed in the middle of the scene that I'm about to describe, and the wyverns are with them. Yes.
But yeah, are they looking our direction, or are they looking towards the temple?
They are basically how to describe. They look like they're looking in the middle of the courtyard, another side, with the temple on one side of it, where you're at the other. Again, I will be describing the rest of that in a moment.
Okay.
But basically, they don't look like they're looking at either at the moment. But so it means that if you wish to stop and run back the other way, you might not be chased.
Now
Nope.
would be the time. Too bad
Nope.
I'm with Amunet. So
Yep. You're in this.
I'm stuck with this.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Oh,
the
boy.
on 20 doesn't
Okay.
really work very well. But
Okay, guys.
yeah.
So what everybody sees in front of you as you as you get out into the sunlight once again, is a sprawling courtyard garden with several, what looks like maybe cherry trees, blossoming pink blossoms that are like slowly drifting down. A bit of a small stream or creek rather going around with a bit of a pond off to one side, kind of like surrounding this area. Tiny bridges that go across the creek or stream or whatever you want to call it, that goes in more of a circle, possibly fed by a spring, but you can't really tell from here. And a gorgeous pathway heading up towards a rather nice looking ornate temple in front of you, which appears to have at least two floors worth of content. You kind of notice, based on your rules, there's a bit of ice over parts of the pond, and there's several pools of acid that seem to be sprinkling about. Like, one of the trees is starting to slowly dissolve, and you can kind of feel a wish of wind. Kurt and Char see the rest, but the rest of you pretty much are just noticing mostly the pretty scene in front of you.
Do we see the dragon at least?
Kurt?
The dragons. And Kurt is like shouting, "There's more than one!
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
good.
There's tons of them, like many dragons, smaller than the one we're chasing, but they're up here, and we got trouble ahead. Some Vyverns landed in the courtyard, dropped up troops.
Okay,
All right.
let's go.
Yeah.
One of them looks mean, the other two look soon to be broken.
One of them looks mean.
You know which one. When you
Hey, you can't hear me.
I look at the spider. I know from the look of his face.
On the look of the spider's face.
Yes, the little mandibles going.
I would like to insight my spider friend.
Like, oh, you don't need to insight on that. He's terrified.
See, like on the shoulder, there's like a little like silken little dookie drop.
This is not what Char signed up for.
Did you silk yourself?
Oh god.
This is fine. Okay.
Char's not built for these type of fights.
What is Char built for?
Drawing nature.
Well,
About that.
You're in the wrong.
there's some trees here that need your help. So I think Kurt is like putting the crossbow away and getting his warhammer and shield out and just going, "I'm going to charge."
Right behind you.
I'll be
Slightly
somewhere in
front
the.
or behind.
I'll be somewhere in the neighborhood. I
Okay.
cast invisibility on myself.
I don't quite understand why, but for some reason, I spent the other day defragging my entire system to hopefully speed it back up, but I'm getting this weird slowdown at the moment. Anyone else suffering that?
Windows update.
Nope.
Maybe.
Windows update.
Oh, I wonder if that's what's also causing the problem with my extendable hard drive.
So, from my experience, when Windows pushes through an update now, it will brick your computer and make you do
That could explain a lot. That could also explain why my USB thing is not, my extendable hard drive currently not working, and I'm lagging like crazy because I'm trying to set up the battle map properly based on that description I just gave you.
Did anyone else have this bug? Like, it's gone now for me, but when I click to open a program or a game or anything, Windows tried to open it twice.
Yes. I
Yes.
had that with Twitch, the Twitch app, like a month or two ago. I think it was like a update that they did. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Turns out my computer doesn't like to run a game twice over.
Oh,
I mean-
yeah.
Probably.
That's a lot of RAM being used.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
There's all sorts of.
let me put up some trees real quick.
Toss some trees around.
It's like I was like going to do all theater of the mind, and then realized, oh wait, I described an area with trees that you guys could potentially hide behind. I need to put the trees up. Yes, in the pools of acid, because I rolled up the fact that the attack was starting just as you guys were getting through the tunnels. Therefore, there's pools of acid there.
I'm just gonna sneak to the back line and kill whatever wizard is there, and then everything else is up to you.
Cool.
He's just being his normal self.
I already went invisible.
Well, actually, no, he's being fun. That's what he's doing. He's being fun.
Yes, I'm fawning.
I think. Are you fawning?
Catch me, I'm fine.
I'm not fawning over that idea.
You're
have to
that
use it.
fun, you now have a theme song.
I used to imagine like Kurt explaining the situation as he saw it, and then he's just grabbing his weapon and just doing the typical dwarf rush.
Are we fawning over them?
Yeah.
So being a frontliner is going to be right with you.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel Rick's glare through the air.
From the other side of the world.
Yeah, exactly. It's that strong.
Say cross-Atlantic. No, wait, cross-Pacific.
Make a
Either
concentration
way,
saving throw.
considering that there's people on either side,
Mm.
The thing about it is it's very charring.
Ow.
I think that pun was a little bit Rick-headed.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, so who's first to go across the bridge?
Me.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull your tokens onto this board, and then I'm going to organize you properly.
Hooray, I'm not being organized.
I'm pretty sure
Well,
he's
someone else does it for me.
I am not organized at all. My room
So,
is a
Kurt-
mess.
Is first across the bridge. Who's second?
I'm like right with Kurt. Like if I can be right next to him, I will be.
Yeah, it's a 2x2 bridge.
You're fast.
Clay, I know, is in the back. Grisdrop is back there too, even though she doesn't realize he's there anymore. Who's behind Kurt and Sir Lancelot?
I would imagine Aminette is following behind, but not closely, keeping a little bit of distance. So kind of in between, I guess, Lancelot and Pink, or whoever's, if Caladriel's in front of Pink. So yeah, she's right there.
Okay, who's after Amunet?
I'm with Amunet. Just a reminder.
Okay, that's right, because you're a Spriter.
I'm with Amunet.
Just a note: we don't see the map.
I know you're not there yet, 'cause I'm setting up your tokens first. That's why I'm asking.
Amunet up first.
Who's behind Amunet and Char?
Collateral.
Caladriel's behind Amunet. All right.
Yeah.
Is anyone next to Caladriel or behind him, or who's behind him?
Behind Caladriel is Pink and 83, and they're standing side by side.
Okay. That leaves Kage. Okay, cool. Got everybody lined up now. Oh, right. I forgot about the pool of acid. And I need to fix that real quick. I didn't realize I pulled that down. Also, pool of acid and one of ice. Okay, so there's like a pool of acid over here. Another pool of acid here. The temple is at the would be at the far side. And there's also ice to one side of the waterway. Here, ice.
Big cat. The acid looks like a fizzy drink. Yeah.
Don't give him ideas.
Alright. And now for the enemy tokens. Woo!
Here we go.
Oh boy.
At least
You're gonna see which one I meant looked like the mean one.
Yeah, you'll see
guys.
the mean one.
Ah,
The quote
he's the
unquote
man.
There's a
mean one.
bird.
That's
The bird.
Caligula's bird.
That's the mean one.
That's a big
Oh, and while the wyverns are in here, they're actually undead wyverns. I just don't have a special token for them.
Okay. Those look fine.
Also, currently currently Carrie is on Lancelot's shoulder. Help action, as per the usual.
There's a bird on my shoulder.
Yep.
Come on, laggy. There we go. Sorry, as I said, even though I rebooted and shut down and all that sort of stuff.
Oh god.
Those look fine.
I think I remember those from fucking on
Oh,
the road.
no.
I don't like those.
All right, everybody, roll initiative.
We fought them earlier.
As you were not stealthing in, Kurt was running in. At this point, they are turning to notice you.
Oh.
No! I
I
don't want to have a high initiative.
Oops,
I need
didn't click on my-
Eminet to get me closer before I move.
I need
Just-
to edit it.
Just buff Eminet then. And that's
You
I
know?
thought that,
From a
I
high
thought that-
number to a really
Pink.
I thought that natural
No.
one was mine. I was like,
It's
no.
a 20.16. I ended up accidentally rolling without clicking on my character.
Are there more enemies being dropped in, or is that all the enemies there's going to be?
You don't know?
Do we have an idea? Oh, we don't know. Okay.
Do we see enemies flying in the air?
Yes, you do see wyverns in the very mostly skeletal with stretched, basically enough stretched leather across the wings to keep them upright, but undead wyverns flying in the air. Some of them holding various passengers.
Other question.
It also looks like there's some people on the several
Oh,
young adult dragons are also in the air, but they're busy fighting the silver dragons that are up there.
oh, and as Kurt rushes forward, he's screaming, "The big dragon is in the temple!"
Thank you.
I knew
So,
the question was coming up, but I was like, oh yeah, I have the answer.
I was
Yeah.
hoping Kurt would mention that.
Yeah.
Grizz, you're gonna have to roll initiative for 83.
Does 83 have any attacks?
I don't know.
Then 83 is basically just it's just the equivalent of your familiar that can only do like a help action on your turn.
He's
Uh,
like C3.
Do I still need to control Kage?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna use
Oh,
83 as a meat shield.
He's made of metal.
You
though.
can do that.
Technically, fine. I'll use him as an actual shield.
Where did Megan go?
Megan and Volt went off to the other to the Earth Temple
That's
with some mercenaries. Remember?
Nope, obviously. That's why I was asking.
Grizzjeff is last on this list. But up first is Char, who's on Amunet's shoulder. You can delay action, but you cannot delay movement until Amunet's turn. What action would you like to delay? What's the trigger? Or would you just like to give her the help action, like a familiar?
Yeah, I'll just be a temp familiar.
Just pat her cheek reassuringly.
Yeah. just doing the help action. Just because I don't want to move anywhere yet.
Don't bug her though.
Mm. Mm.
Actually, spiders aren't bugs.
They are anything tiny as bugs. Spiders are not insects, but they are bugs.
Oh.
Well, unless bugs is considered a small subset or insects. I usually use the term bug to mean anything that's that's in the the really small category, such as like insects, arachnids, other tiny land dwelling arthropods.
Yeah, it just bugs me when the people get it wrong.
Yeah. But Kurt, it's on you.
Yeah. Okay, so. Huh. Haven't I fought this before, ask Kurt?
You fought the Minotaurs before, yeah, I believe so. Because there were some resurrected in the graveyard.
Yeah. And they did the whole rushing thing, and I don't like that about them, so I'm going to.
The trees do count as cover, by the way.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the right color, but those are supposed to be cherry trees.
Oh wow, they're not
Cherry
that far
blossom. Ow.
away. So Kurt is going to move. Hold on, how far was that? That didn't. 25 is there. Well, I'm gonna move there first. There. And then, since I can't make it all the way, should I go up? You know what? I'll get up there, and then I kind of hit the brake and go into a dodge action,
Okay.
so that I'm just raising my shield and getting ready for them to jump on me. I'm just making sure they know. Hello, I'm a dwarf. Here I am.
Hello, I'm a dwarf. Here I am.
Come and get me. So,
Yippee-ki-yay,
what?
motherfucker.
What would you like Kage to do?
Kage is going to gonna run up and use Step of the Winds to get.
Now he's also got the mobile feat, which is I believe plus 10 to his speed, which I haven't put into the roll 20 version. I think so. It's actually 55.
Yeah, still. Okay, yeah. In that case, he can get over here, and he's going to attack him twice, and use Flurry of Blows as well. So that's
What
how
what
many
did
attacks?
what did you say, Fluffy?
I said it, but what's his base
Oh.
movement?
55.
Monk with he's a monk with mobile.
Yeah, he's overdoing it.
He's overdoing it. He can almost move as far as someone can fire a normal.
Yeah, that's 4 attacks total, right? With Flurry of Blows then. So 1,
Holy
2.
crap! Hold on, let me double check something here. So that's hold on. So if I recall right, Minotaur skeletons are vulnerable to bludgeoning. So let me calculate how much this is. Yep, vulnerable to bludgeoning, which means that first blow is 14 damage. So,
13 hits.
yes,
Oh god.
these things are these guys are easy.
These are the
I
enemies I
think
said. Kurt said was
14.
going to be. Oh, sorry, I forgot my sword.
Yes.
I was
One
about
more
to
attack.
say.
All right.
Fuck it, I don't need it. I have a hammer.
Yeah, and you said a third. What's your fourth attack?
Fourth is a 22 with the 10 damage.
Okay.
Oh.
It's still standing, but it's a bunch of ribs are now collapsed to the ground in powder. One of its horns is completely gone. It's looking like it could fall apart at any moment, but it's still lifting an axe.
I think that's all you can do. Movement, action, bonus
Yeah.
action.
Yes, and Pink, what would you like to do?
If I move here, would I still be able to fire an arrow?
Move where?
Here.
Yes.
Okay, I will fire an arrow at the Minotaur. Good question then. Longbow or crossbow? I will do crossbow. Tew!
All right. 11 whizzes right past Kurt's ear, or sorry, right above his head because he's a dwarf. Right by Kage's neck, and embeds itself at the sweet spot of this Minotaur skeleton, just so that the amount of pressure and that's done onto it from a single arrow is enough to break it apart. Anything else you can do, Pink?
No, that's it.
Fortnite did. Oh god. I've played Fortnite like 3 times now, and I actually did win once.
Hey, nice. Nice. Me and my mate was playing Apex Legends, and we ended up winning twice in a row on that. It was all.
That's cool. Holly, what would you like Holly to do?
She's gonna move 30 feet up to be here. And just in case these guys decide they want to come attack over here, she's going to cast thing properly. That would be nice. Oh, it,
Woo! Spirit Guardians! So yes, a bunch of brilliant lights just start dancing around Holly. Not unlike the light that you saw in the cavern behind you before it turned itself into the form and image of a planetar.
it's 15-foot radius, and anything that enters it that's hostile, the movement is halved.
Nice.
Do they take damage on entry, movement, or attacks? I can never remember.
Let me just double check.
If I recall right, it's anything that enters in and fails that wisdom saving throw.
I think enters and at the beginning of turns.
Yeah, if they're inside the radius, yeah.
Whenever the creature enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed, it takes 3d8 radiant, because she's good or neutral.
Mhm.
On successful, it takes half as much. So it's gonna they take damage no matter what, basically.
Yeah. So this rather large undead wyvern comes swooping down, and it is going for. Oops. It is going for Kage. So it is. Since it's still kind of flying, it uses a claw attack on him, and then goes in for a stinger, which misses. So he takes 14 points of slashing damage.
Ouchie.
Mm-hmm. Sir Lancelot.
Hey, look, crusading distance.
What was that? The crusading distance?
I will make 2 attacks with my sunblow.
Nice. Now, does it do extra damage to undead personally, or simply a, oh.
It's 1d8 actually.
And I did mention that these wyverns, despite the pictures just being normal, looking like wyverns, are actually function as undead. So, that takes 24 damage from that first hit,
And an unwavering mark.
and then 22 damage from that second hit. Nice.
So only the second radiant gets doubled?
No, I doubled both of them. 24 and 22.
Sorry, I was just wondering because of the extra 6 on the side.
Yeah.
It's
And
because it's
6
undead.
is The versus undead.
Does that part get doubled as well?
If you crit, yes, but he didn't.
Oh, sorry, that's.
Sorry, I was asking because the vulnerability thing.
Oh no, sorry,
Yeah,
it wasn't the
but-
vulnerability. Sorry, I was misreading that. I thought that doubled when it was undead. No, that's actually the amount that it takes if it's undead. My bad.
I was like,
So it
wait,
takes
is
basically
he getting more
18
damage or
and
less
16
damage?
damage is what I did.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I was wondering, wait,
No, what did evil Fluffy say? I'm sorry.
It takes 12 radiant damage because I'm using two-handed, and then each one's taking an extra 6 because I rolled 6 on both.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got confused on that, and I doubled that again, and like, nope, that was not what I was supposed to do. So not quite as much damage as I thought, but yeah, still a hefty amount of damage. Anything else you can do, Sir Lancelot?
Let's see, what do bonus actions have? Nothing!
All right. The
Get minutes anyway.
Yeah, the Minotaur is going to get into position to charge right at you. Oops. Wrong picture. Minotaur skeleton. There we go. And it goes for a goring attack, which misses because your armor is nice. It's,
Nice.
yeah, basically you probably just sidestep it at the last moment. It's like, you look like you're a big target, but this thing still can't hit you.
I love how they play.
Clay.
Clay is invisible, and he is just going to move and dash to here. And that's it.
Damn, boy, you speedy as hell.
I mean, that took
runs.
it took 2 dash actions, so I better
Alright.
move.
And of course, nothing can see you. So, the armored figure with the glowing eyes looks out over the battlefield and points towards where Holly, Pink, and such are. In one hand, a fire begins to glow.
Oh, fuck.
It just keeps swirling and swirling it, and then tosses it straight into that direction. Let me see. I need to pull out something so that I can put a proper radius on it.
We're popping again.
Yeah, fucking fireballs. Oh, no! Not fireballs! No! I
Listen.
have a pet! Not again, Gritty!
I have a pet.
Not again!
Oh, so you have another rat, don't you?
Just use having a
Wait, what do
flashback.
you have against this rat?
I'm having PTSD!
This isn't technically a fireball, but a hellfire orb.
It's close enough.
Yeah, but it's the dexterity is different. Hold on, let me find out the radius first, and then I'll figure out where exactly I'm putting this.
Does that mean I can run away from that?
No, it's being aimed in your general direction.
Far in your general direction.
83
Alright.
dead.
You rat bastard!
Protect the 83.
Whoa.
Let's see, is it going to put it?
Does 83 have... No, I can't say that because that means the rat would probably actually cook. I was thinking of maybe putting the rat at 83.
It's throwing it right there. So, Pink, Holly, Char, Amunet, and Caladriel all need to roll a dexterity saving throw and beat an 18.
Don't worry,
Uh,
Holly's good at those.
Oh, yeah, same. I'm really good at
Mhm.
those. No.
Better as a spider.
Because this is what that does.
-5.
So first is the because I think one of you at least is resistant to necrotic.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing the fire damage first.
Okay.
Oh crap! I just realized this could potentially kill everybody.
Hooray!
Yep.
I mean, no.
28 points of fire damage.
Well, I am no longer a spider.
Followed by 32 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, so hang on. So that's
So,
I'm
Holly's
down.
that. Yep, I'm down.
Ooh, that is. No wonder why this is listed as a deadly battle.
I didn't even get. Like,
Don't worry.
most of
The
them
ones who
specifically
can
didn't
heal
even
are
get
down.
too much. Yeah, I know, right? The only real healers are down.
Yeah, all 3 of them.
Well, Char still is at full health because spider.
No.
No.
Spider
Cars.
took,
That
Spider took
necrotic
off
is
1
now
HP.
the same instant of damage.
Spider took off 1 point of health.
Mm-hmm.
So
This carries over.
yeah,
So-
all the rest will carry on.
But you had more than 59, right?
Really? It
Yeah,
carries-
that's with every time for
I,
me.
I thought
okay, as a spider, I
wild
took
shape
1
didn't.
point of damage.
Yeah,
Then
but
turn
how
it back
much
into
did
myself.
John have?
Then I took the 27 from the first roll, and then the 32 from the next roll.
Yeah, that's 59. You have more than 59, right?
No!
What do you mean,
I'm
no?
down to 3 HP.
How the hell would I have more than 59? I'm a
What?
bloody druid.
I mean, come on. Shit.
And this
Maybe I
is
shouldn't
where
have done the
it all
bad.
goes down.
So yeah, the let's see. So 83 is currently unmoving. Actually, no, 83 is still with you. Pink never mind. Pink is still up. Never mind. So 83 is still.
Yeah,
something
I'm
remaining.
at
Like,
3 HP.
That's Jesse's mic.
Yeah, Jesse's
Jesse,
mic's playing up again.
Wait,
Jesse,
what?
clench your USB.
No.
Very
What?
good thing I ran away.
your mic is screwing up again.
Oh, fuck.
Wiggle the USB, or whatever you did before.
Yeah.
Well, at least I don't have to worry about rolling for Holly for death saves.
Wait, is she dead?
She's unconscious.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said other than death saves.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
she said,
Yes.
I didn't hear the
Since,
other.
since I definitely run with the homebrew rule that if you get down exactly to 0, you don't have to roll death saves. You're simply unconscious. Some GMs do still make you make death saving throws, but I prefer not to. I prefer 0 is.
Well, she went below 0
Unconscious.
technically, but not double her health.
Oh no, then you have to roll death saving throws.
That's
yeah.
what I said.
Yeah, he said that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you just said didn't have to
Yeah.
roll.
Three
Those
times
were the
People
words
just
that
misheard
you
him.
used.
Okay. Cool. My bad.
He said he doesn't have to roll for anything but death saving throws.
Right, so this wyvern flies back up into the sky. Probably because it doesn't see anything, worth fighting around it.
Mhm.
Or possibly it's being used to send a message somewhere. You don't know. Eminette, you just saw a bunch of people around you drop from that.
I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but I was on Eminette's shoulder
Yeah.
when I transformed back into myself,
Okay,
which means that my full body would be
You fell off to one side of her, so you're just kind of
Okay.
laying there on the ground.
good.
Did Amunet not take any damage?
No, I entered it in and then it reset for some
Yeah.
reason.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I was looking
does
at
she have a
that too.
station?
No,
I mean,
there we
What?
go. I did it and then it
It's-
reset. I don't know.
EC 18, that's pretty brutal.
Okay.
So,
Let's see, what can she do? She's gotta get the healers up. But that is a fucking action, isn't it? God damn it.
Hey, don't worry about the wizard. I got it.
I don't think that's a wizard.
What are you talking
Question.
about?
The guy in heavy plate mail that Clay's nearby.
Oh, that thing.
yeah, the
I
plate mail wizard.
That's fine. I can handle it.
Okay.
Wait, what happened to the bird?
He's also got a huge sword on his back.
Oh, bird.
I have 22 AC.
Sorry.
The one,
So
the one wyvern flew away.
Did this go away, or is this still like
That went away. Sorry, I was using that as a here's what the range that everybody down. Oh, that means her
Yep,
thing is
so
also.
that-
That's a reminder of
Yep,
how
she lost her concentration spell.
Best use
Thankfully, that ability is only once per day.
Yeah.
Okay, she is going to turn to Caladril. She is going to reach into her bag of holding, and she is going to pull out the weak healing potion that he made for her today. And feed it to him. So 2d4 plus 4. $11 points of healing to Caladril.
Wow.
Yay.
Because he can heal a lot, so she's going to get him up first. And then for bonus actions, I don't know if she has anything. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. Hex on this motherfucker.
On the guy in plate mail.
Yep.
All right, done.
We will do.
So that's action and bonus action.
Yep. Disadvantage on Constitution saving throws, please.
By the way, is it on saving throws or on checks? 'Cause I could have sworn it was on checks.
It's checks, not saving throws.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, because I was here
Yeah.
listening. I was listening to something the other day about that. It's like, wait a second, we kept using it as saving throws in my game. Wasn't it really checks?
Bane is on everything. Hex is only on checks, because else it would be way too powerful for a first level spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
But still, that can come in useful,
yeah, we'll see.
Mhm.
So there's that.
I mean, yeah. It's
especially
handy
with
if you
like
want to
grapple
grapple
checks
someone.
and yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Or if you want to lie to someone.
Also, mechanically, checks are actually considered different from saves, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, concentration for that.
Caladriel.
That's. She's gonna move.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, hold on. This is a bit more quick. Yeah, she's going right there.
All right. Caladriel. You wake up after being hit by a shadowy fireball of some kind, and
I didn't like that.
yeah, and see Amunet sprinting off towards a fallen Holly and a rather staggering Pink right nearby is the prone form of Char.
So I will go ahead and stand up, and the first thing I will do is... I need to double check this distance. Yeah. First thing I will do is cast Cure Wounds on Char. 31.
Holy hell! I'm almost full on
It
health
auto-
again.
It auto-casts at 4.
Fuck
then-
yeah.
Fuck.
Nice.
And then I will shimmy over here. And using my bonus action for my healing light, it's not as good, but... Goddamn Discord, get out of my way.
Yeah.
17.
Nice.
Man, I wish healing hands wasn't a fucking action.
Thank you.
We need to take care of this. This is going bad quickly.
Holly nods and grips her holy symbol.
I imagine Aminette's pointing at this guy as well.
Grishop's gold eyes are just wide as she saws all this. And it's like, huh, Holy. And she swallows hard, and I'm trying to see what she can do usefulness wise. She has a crossbow. All right.
You can do it, Grizz.
She is going to let's see distance on crossbow. It's 65 feet. I believe she has one more move she can do. There. 60 feet. She aims her crossbow. Yes, I'm sorry, Pink. There's a charred rat in your clothing now. It's superheated and then was touched with necrotic. She's going to fire off her crossbow at that. Let's see. She's a naked sneak attack. She lets loose a crossbow right at the thing, and it just dings off the armor. If her ears were more expressive, they'd be flattening, but they're just pointy. Now before Char's move, I have to roll something.
Oh, come on.
Oh, please no reinforcements.
There's a battle raging on above your heads, and you can kind of hear the dragons exchanging, breaths and all of that. Thankfully, none of it lands in the courtyard. So there's no expanding pools of acid, no further frost damage as well.
So it's
No firebolts either?
No, there's only silver and black dragons up there.
no, but there's a chance of acid rain.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. So, Char, what would you like to do?
Alright, well, first things first. I'll go over here. And Pink looks injured, so.
Alright.
Let me cast this at 3rd level. It's not as
Ooh.
great as Cowdrill's, but I need my 4th level slot for something else.
No, I only have 2 slots. Oh my god.
I feel
And then
tingly.
As a bonus action, Shillelagh, and I'll move
18 is still not bad.
closer.
It's good.
Wait, is it 10 or 8?
18.
It's both.
Oh, it's 18.
Higher level casting.
Yeah.
So at the 8.
My
So,
auto casting.
Garrett.
So.
Hey, it's my age.
Hey. All right.
Wait, what?
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 Nothing.
Garrett,
Moving on.
he's potentially the baby of the group, so.
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to cast as a bonus action Hunter's Mark on the undead wyvern in front of me. I always want to pronounce it wyvern, but let me just
Wyvern.
Vivienne. Is that also correct?
So, Hunter's Mark.
And it's not hurt, is it?
It is hurt.
It is hurt. That's glorious news.
Yeah, I stabbed it with a radiant sword twice.
Cool. I will hit it with a hammer.
It didn't like
Twice.
that.
So one-handed warhammer twice.
She's the old freak.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Oh, wow.
Alright.
Hunter's Mark only
Fuck
one-
yeah.
is Hunter's Mark only once per turn?
Oh, fucking hell, Kurt.
I believe Hunter's is every damage.
Every hit.
Every
Yep.
damage. And Colossal Slayer is the same. So here's another.
Oh, shit.
So I'm trying to calculate that first because these things, they're undead. They're well, actually, no, they're just undead. They're not fully skeletonized like the Minotaur, so they're not vulnerable to bludgeoning. Therefore, I don't have to calculate extra. I just have to calculate that. So 12 plus 15 is 27. And then the next one is 14.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you do have to account for it not being a magical one. So if they have resistances to
No,
magical.
no resistance. Not on this. Not on this thing.
Not on this thing. Just smack it over the head and hope it dies soon.
No, there's something nasty in the courtyard, but these are just the distractions.
Yep, get rid of the distractions.
It's undead, and it's like Kage. Before you get control of him, looked around and like saw Holly going down, and he is like, Holly. And so he gets picked up. He breathes out a sigh of relief, and then reconcentrates on whatever he's doing.
Kage is gonna hit it again. He's gonna make. They can make an unarmed strike as a bonus attack for free, right?
Yeah, one of them.
As a monk, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So he's gonna make
Monk.
2 attacks. He's gonna make 3 attacks, and he's gonna try stunning. Roll 20 lets me. Roll 20 won't let me roll, or it's gonna roll 20 rolls. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's wait for 8 seconds.
Grace, you want to try clicking it? Or
Clicking.
I'm gonna.
Clicking what?
I clicked on unarmed strike, but roll 20 is dying, so
Mm.
I'm a reload and.
Okay. So,
Come here often?
Did the rolls go through?
not yet. Try one at a time to see if it actually shows up.
Yeah. It's not ready.
Okay.
Why does
There we
this
go.
one?
This is against the Weaver. That misses. That misses. That one hits.
And he's gonna use stunning strike on that. So where
Alright.
is it? Here. Must make a Constitution saving throw.
What's
That's
DC?
against what DC? That's 8 plus 3, 15.
Alright, it's
If
stunned.
it's based on wisdom. Yeah, I think it's based on.
You have
Okay.
successfully stunned the undead Weaver. Anything else you can do with Kage?
No, that was his action, bonus action. Yeah.
So, Pink, you're up.
Shit, I was muted. Okay. Got health. He's got a buzz, and he's got a fighting style, dueling. Fuck it, he's gonna bring out his master sword.
That's a miss.
Yeah. Wait, can I attack twice? Wait, I can spend this at first, so they already dies, right?
What
At
are
level
you?
5, you got your extra attack. You can attack twice.
Yeah.
And
You
you
have
have
Yeah, master sword.
nice.
That one does hit.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
13 damage.
Yeah. I did a ting.
Now, what would you like Holly to do?
Well, first she's gonna kill him. There's gonna be that. That's the first priority, number one. And what's the? Let's see. How far is it? You're close enough. Everyone who's hurt is close enough, which is good. Because mass healing word at 4th level.
Nice.
How many targets? Is it like 6?
6 targets within 60 feet.
Which basically means everyone who's hurt.
Oh, cool.
Say everyone who's Kurt.
Also, fun fact on top of that, it's not automatically adding her blessed healer. So that's number
So plus 8.
6 points.
So, write down below how many hit points to everybody.
It's
So
actually
let's
per
see.
spell level. If you said it's at 4th level, it's plus 8.
Yeah, I'm back
No,
to
it's
full.
2
Yay!
plus the spells level, so 2 plus 4 is 6.
Oh, 4 plus. I saw frickin' times. I'm on something.
was?
Ignore me.
I mean, it's Pink, Amunet, Caladriel, I imagine Holly herself,
Mm-hmm.
and Kurt
Oh,
and
got
Sir
it.
Lancelot.
So that's what didn't even get her.
And Sir Lancelot doesn't need it, 'cause Char got it, and Kage.
What's going on?
Kage
Wait,
needed
what?
it.
15? No.
Yeah,
Am I
you just
taking 15?
you just gained 15 points of health.
Woo!
Mass healing word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Healers are working hard.
Divine light protect you would probably be Holly's holy word here, healing word here, or heal you possibly. Say with that. Anything else?
If she stands here, can she technically hit this thing?
Yes, you can.
Because she can't really do much for action. She's just gonna try to stab it
All right.
with her spear.
On the action.
Uh,
Oh, it's stunned as well.
yeah.
Yes, it is. That hits. Anything else?
Nope. That was her action, movement, and bonus action.
The Weavern is stunned until the end of Kage's turn, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, it's makes it.
well done. Sir Lancelot.
I'm gonna stab them both. First off, we're gonna start with the Weaver.
All right.
So, first attack.
Oh, 13 damage.
And then the other one.
Let's see. Also, that's 12 damage.
And I'm gonna do unwavering mark to both of them.
You can. Oh, you can do that to both? Okay.
Yep, anyone I damage basically is what I can do it to.
Ah.
The only thing that's limited on it is the extra bonus attacks I can do.
The Minotaur skeleton swings its great axe around right at you, Sir Lancelot.
Good.
And that misses.
How about you?
Which is good because that axe bends itself slightly into the ground in front of you.
That roll.
Mm-hmm. Clay, what would you like to do?
I am going to doop doop doop. Stab this guy with a shadow blade in the back.
What sort of damage does Shadow Blade do? Necrotic?
Psychic,
Psychic, okay.
actually.
I was trying to remember.
I presume I get sneak attack and advantage because he has no idea where this attack is coming from.
Correct, because you're currently invisible.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Look at these
Pointing
numbers.
stick.
Please crit.
Please quit.
That is pretty.
Alright.
Okay.
You fade back into view, which means your next attack does not have advantage,
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna.
and therefore it does not have sneak attack. Well, actually, you can only do sneak attack once around anyway. Sorry.
True. I can use Mage Hand though next.
Anything
Yeah,
else?
with sneak attack. That's it, I think. Unless no, it was bonus action to summon. Yeah.
So the large knight figure with the that appears to be somewhat skeletal and glowing red eyes turns directly towards you, Clay. You don't see a face; it's all shadowed within a helmet. But you hear a chuckle. That was very foolish of you.
Holy crap.
Okay. I'm going to use shield, and only one of them hit.
What is this damage?
I mean, what's my AC is 17, so I need shield.
So shield protects against the first two, but the last one
Yeah, I mean the last one will hit.
33 damage.
I'm so fine.
Plus 11 for hit.
The knight chuckles.
It gets a plus 11 to its attack rolls. What?
Amunet.
Alright. See you. Steps forward.
Oh, con save.
What's the save?
33 halved would be 16.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
And what were you using the concentration for again?
Psychic blades.
Ah, so your second blade went away. I mean,
Yeah, shadow blades.
I think I have to make a con for Hex as well. Just realized that.
yeah.
Didn't you put that up
I thought you
after
cast it
the-
after the blast.
You
Yeah,
did
you
that
did it
after.
Oh, I did. Thank you.
Because it was a retaliation came blasting
It
you.
was.
Fucking
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Cause you went after. There.
go. Let me read this real quick before I use it.
What? Reading the rules? No.
We don't read rules here. We just play D&D.
Yeah. Fuck the rules. I do 50 damage. What?
I'm the GM. I'm the one who tells you what the rules are.
Shit.
Is 50 enough damage though?
Alright.
Listen.
Bonus action. extends a finger and casts Blood Curse of Bloated Agony.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see, and we are going to amplify.
Okay.
Roll 1d6.
I'm trying to think if this actually does anything to this thing.
That's always something you want to hear.
At least a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's disadvantage. It just doesn't take any damage.
That's fine. Disadvantages is always good. And then she is going to take some shots. First with we're doing sharpshooter. Lightning first.
Okay.
Fire second.
The crossbow zings into it. And it takes, let's see, 22 points of damage. You see the arrow managed to hit right into one of the chunks in the armor. But the second one just bounces off its armor.
Okay. And then, I mean, she has Hex twice, but I don't think it does any damage, correct? 'Cause
It's necrotic, so yeah, it doesn't do any damage.
Okay. So, that's her turn.
Caladrill.
So, this is a bit of an interesting situation.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to move. I'll move here. But as I'm doing so, I will go ahead and throw Hex on my Hex onto the same guy. Onto the Death Knight thing.
Okay.
So I think you just pink for concentration.
Yep, I do pink for concentration.
Yep. And as I'm walking, I'll also be sorry, spaced on the words. I'll be casting Eldritch Blast, trying to launch the wyvern that way, 10 feet.
Okay.
It hits. 14.
Yeah, the body of the actually no, it's not dead yet. Okay, but it will be oh yeah, it's done. So yeah, that does hit and kill it. The body of the undead wyvern just goes flying, breaking apart as you launch that eldritch blast at it. Con. That's what the green is.
Well, I'm saying that Caladrill gets to pick a disadvantage as well. He already
Wisdom.
has, on strength and dex from Amunet.
Wisdom, then.
Let's see.
Wow.
That's a lot of disadvantages.
Cause fuck this guy.
Okay.
You trying to do something? No.
Another Eldritch Blast. Quick though, I do need to add
At what?
at the whatever it is called, the Death Knight.
Yes.
27.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And Hex. And it's pushed.
That's right. Radiant Hex.
Go on. Punch it, Clay. Just punch it.
It gets pushed 5 feet or 10 feet.
10 feet.
Oh, I'm not gonna reach it.
Well, you can punch it as it's getting pushed away.
Let's see here. So the angle, if from you, is
That's
so it lands up against that one tree there, which means Clay gets attack of opportunity,
Punch it. Go on, punch it.
and
you go.
Clay misses.
I miss.
I was so ready to attack it on my turn too. I had a spell ready to cast and everything.
Can't you like take 2 steps forward?
Bishop moves around here and fires at the Minotaur skeleton.
If I can say just real quick, something that I learned on the Wednesday game. Damn it, I was gonna post a thing for you guys
And that
to
misses.
put in your abilities for saving throws. Okay, sorry.
What? What?
That I think it was Topaz that showed me. I typed it in Discord. If you put that and just switch out the modifier, it calculates saving throws for you if it doesn't read properly.
What?
If you put that string that I put in the Out of the Abyss chat,
Yeah.
that'll calculate it for you as your abilities go up. You can just put that in the description of your spells or abilities. That's it.
All right.
That's it. Sorry for
Now at the
interrupting.
top of the round, trying to see what the dragons are doing up above.
Having a tea.
You hear a bit of a scream as one of the silver dragons gets covered in acid. Thankfully, none of the acid gets stripped down here, and it's still in fighting shape. Char, what would you like to do?
Fudge. My original plan screwed up. No, that's useless. Depending on who determines it, that might be bad, especially seeing that it's next to a tree. I guess I'm just going to get closer. And that's it. Actually, oh no, that's also con. Damn it. Man, druids have a lot of
Great.
concentration spells.
Sorry, I was writing a pun. I had to mute myself. I move 5 feet up, and I use a bonus action to move my hunter's mark to this dude right here,
Alrighty.
and then I will hit him with a warhammer twice.
Caladriel and Curdy is gonna have a pun word one of these days, aren't you?
Include Fluffy in that mix.
I am but a sleeper agent.
Pun sniper.
One of these
Pun.
days. Okay, so the first one, let's see how much damage. So let's see, that is 21 damage. Doubled is 42 damage.
Yeah.
You only had to hit it once, and it broke apart.
Oh, well in that case, 20 feet of movement left, so I'm gonna let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm just moving up. Well, my sword.
You keep dropping that, man.
But it's lucky
It's
it's,
all
a
the butter.
flying sword. It's a flying sword, so it follows me.
It's a pancake blade. Well, that's because I got tired of having to find the proper one that
Yeah.
and then reassign it to Kurt. So
I'll try to keep better track of it.
what they really need to do is they need to be able to they should add the options to put like a drop down menu for things like weapons and things that need that have tokens of their own that aren't NPCs.
Oh yeah, like associate with a token, so you can just right
Yeah.
click on a token and drag something out.
Yeah, and whoever drag like you can just assign it the way you can assign other tokens.
You could put it maybe on your bio and info page.
Basically.
Yeah.
So what would you like Kage to do?
Kage is going to use Step of the Wind to get here, so that's going to cost him another key point. He's going to strike twice, and if he hits, he's going to attempt a stunning strike again.
And is Step of the Wind a free action, or does that use part of his action economy?
It's a bonus action that costs a key point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's the monk's cunning
So you
action.
used your bonus action.
Yes. Yes.
Wouldn't that does not hit. That second one does, but does stunning strike also cost a bonus action, or is that just part of action economy?
No, that's
a key point.
whenever you hit, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
That's why it's broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can, if blah 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 blah, you hit another creature with a melee attack, you can spend 1 key point to Constitution saving throw DC 15.
All right. Ooh, oh my god, he actually failed that.
Is he prone as well?
No.
Sorry.
Not way of the open
Alright,
hand, I don't
Pink. Pink.
Jesse.
Yeah. I am muted. Okay. He Angie boy. And he gonna. Is this in the acid?
That's almost into the acid. You're dancing next to an acid pool.
Okay, so I'll just place myself there then. And I'll attack it with the fucking crossbow.
Miss.
Sorry about the dueling style. And yeah.
You currently have
and I'll
advantage.
do it again.
You currently have advantage because of stun.
Quick question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have crossbow expert?
Crossbow expert.
Yeah. Do you have that?
Shields, combat, language,
feature.
material,
It's
weapons, simple weapons.
Crossbow masters, it's a feat.
Yeah.
With crossbows, you have to use your bonus action to reload them, unless you have the crossbow master.
It's not your bonus action. It just doesn't allow you to make a second attack unless you have that feature.
Yeah. You're only allowed to do one action with a
Ah,
crossbow.
okay. So
I thought
basically, now I'm reloading. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that'll be it for me. Woo!
Okay.
Pumpkin crow.
Unless I used action surge.
Do you want to use action surge?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll use an action surge and I'll shoot again.
So
Wait,
shoot.
how did a
Reload.
19
Action
miss?
surge.
How did
All
a
right.
19 misses.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. It does
How does a 19 miss? It does.
It's covered in armor.
It does. And kapew.
That one does
20.
it. Managed to sneak in right between some of the armor plates.
Woo!
So 28 is their AC. Got it.
Does he have advantage?
Yes,
Yeah.
because it's stunned.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
The first bolt just.
You have an NPC monk in your party. Speaking of NPCs, it's Holly's turn.
She's gonna move up. And seeing there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that are still really fucking hurt. Bonus action healing word again. Masking word.
So Caladriel, Emunets, Pink, Clay, and Holly.
So boop. Boop. An additional 6 to that, so that makes it 17.
Nice.
I'm now almost to my level 7 max health.
And then Sir Lancelot.
There is a slight, not really a problem. 30 feet. Action dash. And then I will do this feature. Charger.
Yes!
And I moved more than 10 feet, so I'm gonna actually this bonus action attack does 5 more damage.
Or who already
Action
just
that
misses.
Action surge. I'm attacking 2 more times.
That misses.
Holy crap!
What the? Oh shit, motherfucker!
Oh lord.
Okay, so let's see that.
That didn't calculate your crit right. I don't think.
It did. It just doubled the
It did.
dice.
Oh, just
Yes.
They just happened to
So-
roll the same number.
There's letters in the number.
I'm calculating. Give me a minute. So that's 15 plus 2
Oh, crit.
plus
Got it.
27.
Holy crit.
35. 41. Alright. 41 points of damage. Wow.
And he is unwaveringly marked.
And he's stunned
Right,
still.
He's stunned. So, but that's what he'll do.
Taste the pain, bro.
Clay!
Yes.
Clay is gonna pop over here. He's gonna do a. He's stunned, so. I'm gonna do.
Like, making really small dots on him.
I'm gonna use a dagger, I guess. Oh, I forgot sneak attack.
Is that 46?
Okay, so that's 19 damage.
And then I'm gonna go over here. With a bonus attack.
I was gonna say, when you were standing there, it looked like bullying to me. Pushing out, just encircling him and just beating him.
Stupid paralyzation and the fact that it's not immune to it even as an undead. Maybe not.
Monks.
Yes.
Gonna
Monks are deadly.
spread out a little bit more.
That stun is great.
Yeah. Monks are OP.
She's gonna go there. Get a little bit of better shot.
But then again, I could have easily killed a bunch of you with that orb of death. It nearly did. It knocked a whole bunch of you down.
Okay, let me look at something real quick.
We only did this because you got 3 NPCs with you.
Okay, so crossbows. At advantage, correct? Because he's stunned?
Yep, at advantage. Yeah, monks are OP, but I mean, it's basically one of those things where, you know, it's a slow game with monks. Monks are, you know, seemingly weak at first, and then slowly they gain.
And then bonus action.
Hold on.
She made 2.
I'm calculating the image to see if it's still up.
And the shots miss.
Yeah, is that 23?
18 and 16.
It's 23 minus 5.
So it's 18.
Oh! So
Were you
that's.
making those a sharpshooter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was reading it. I was reading like the negative had already happened. My bad.
No, I think she did the global modifier.
Okay, I got confused. And yeah, those both miss.
Okay, and then third sharpshooter as
Yeah.
well.
Crit. Please be crit.
Oh,
Yep, it does crit. So
It's a quick negative
10,
5.
20.
Does that still hit?
Yes. 10, 20, 22, 26, 31. Alright.
oh fuck.
Good job.
There you go.
One shot that.
Caladrill.
Right. Permission to launch it off the cliff.
There's no cliff here.
Oh, the blue.
That's
bit?
water.
Oh,
This is the river.
Drown
Wow.
it.
Undead. Doesn't need to breathe.
Do it anyway.
well, I will go ahead and move here, and I will attempt to blast it twice.
Which would its back is up against a tree, which means that even if you hit, which you didn't, it would have just wouldn't have moved anywhere because it's just up against a tree.
Nothing.
But neither of those hit, so
All right. I have my bonus action. I'm just doing a quick double check.
At least it was an advantage. There was on that one.
I will go ahead and pop another healing light. Actually, never mind. I will just leave my turn here.
okay. So Gurdrop moves up, takes aim at the Death Knight, and will fire her little crossbow. Sneak attack should be on at this point. 24. Wow, that does hit. Holy crap.
Ooh.
And Fury of the Small. For some reason, I had it listed as Fry of the Small. What does that do again?
Small fry.
I thought. Oh, no, that's right. I didn't add on to that. That's stupid. Apparently, there's a typo in.
Adds the level to the damage.
Oh, okay. So that's 8. So that's an extra 8 damage on top of that. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't even need that. That's sneak attack damage alone down the Death Knight. So you basically see Grisdrop come along, stand next to Kurt, take aim at the thing, her golden eyes flashing, and the bolt just goes right through into its helmet, an eye socket, and the Death Knight just keels over and stops moving completely.
Looks at Grizz drop and just smiles and nods. Well done.
Oh,
What
I
the
haven't even
fuck,
had to
Grizz?
strike anything.
Jeez.
Kurt like bumps on the shoulder and goes, "Nice shot."
Remember the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Temple.
To the temple.
And Kurt is
Are
just
they
rushing
okay up
towards the
there?
temple.
Should we have a small rest?
No time.
I think we have to advance.
I'm staying behind.
Pink?
Me and Lancelot are not even there. I don't like.
Kill
I'm-
first, rest later.
I'm
Exactly.
I'm just
have no
gonna.
time to rest.
I'm,
Pink, we need all hands on deck.
I'm going to be behind everyone.
That's fine, but you're coming.
Yeah.
back.
Don't run off on us.
Why would I run?
You just said that you wanted to stay behind.
I need to grab your tokens, so give me a sec so that I can actually grab
Sorry.
your tokens.
Just a quick question: the breath of the black dragons, as we kind of saw a little bit of what's going on up top.
Mm-hmm.
If I may ask, did it go out in like a line, a big lobbed ball, or just like a big breath?
Like projectile vomit.
Hold
I
on.
don't know any kind of numbers or ranges. I just mean like
Hold on, I need to look that up real quick.
you're fine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was wondering if my character would have seen how the thing works, so he knows whether or not to scatter.
Yeah, he would have. Let's see. The acid breath exhales acid in a 30-foot line. That's 5 feet wide. There we go.
Line. Okay.
Line.
Is it line or cone?
Line.
That's
It's line.
That's fine.
Line?
It specifies line.
Spray, and then
You
there's
gotta
just
apply it.
like straight spit.
This is actually like high velocity projectile vomit.
Yeah.
The
Basically.
one where you pick your friend in the front seat when you're in the back seat. We all been there.
No.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Chris, why do you have my sword? Give it to me.
Chris, when you have
That's not for children. No, give it back.
My pancakes.
Sorry, lagging again. So you guys rush into into this grand temple. The first floor looks undamaged. You see wings heading off, with probably function space and possibly a chapel or whatnot. But Holly is heading right for the grand staircase that's right in front of you. She says, "Up here, if it's like the last the fire temple, it's whatever it's after. What it's after is up here."
And we go that way.
Alright, let's go.
Like you go charging up the steps, and you hear more bellows and whatnot. And you hear a bit of a crashing sound. And when you get to the top of the stairs and enter into a room, you see... See, before you move, let me get everything set up. So, let's see. Named monsters. You see what looks to be a drow in fine robes, standing over what looks like some sort of private altar space. Lag. I hate you, lag. As soon as I get off this, I'm gonna look up that update, see what's going on there. You see a drow in fine robes. He's got a sword on his back. Much like the one you've seen before, but this one definitely is wearing different clothing than the vampire that you took care of. For reference sake, let me put an altar. Since the room is, wide enough and there's no other obstructions, it's easy enough just to leave everything else here. So, it doesn't look anything like this. I'm just putting this out here just to basically show where, in general, rooms where the thing is. Oh, Caligil's go to the bathroom. He is not alone in this room.
If Amunet sees the sword of her patron,
Yeah.
she's gonna point and say dragon, and point at the drow, and
Yeah.
let everybody know that that's the dragon.
There are 2 floating skulls that seem to be on fire at its back, kind of floating in the room.
Curtis screaming,
As-
charge.
And looking down from the top is a, let's see, looking down from the roof, like not quite in the room, but looking down and looking like it's ready to come down into the room, is a young black dragon, just
Oh.
gazing down at you guys.
Now I'm confused.
Now I'm confused.
I name you dinner.
No, there's 2 dragons in this room.
Yeah.
What's a Beyblade?
What?
What? You don't know?
You don't know?
What? I was on mute.
Oh,
I wanted
wow.
to join in the what?
I am shook.
But like, wow. This tea has been shooketh.
This is not
Jeez.
good.
How have
it's
you
not.
not heard of
No, it's not good.
No. Let's not talk about the drow and the skulls and the dragon. Let's
Yeah.
talk about Beyblade.
It's like, it's so bad. Fucking, how does Chris not know what a Beyblade is?
I don't know what it is either, but
It's a guys. It's clearly a generational gap here.
apparently, I am more
It's
concerned
old.
about the necromancer dragon, and then the other dragon, and then the 2 death skull thingies right here. That's what I'm concerned about. Thank you
Well,
for
I'm also concerned with it because I know
No, the blade. I'm
Yeah.
gonna steal the Blade. That's my goal. That thing is mine.
Oh god.
They're just
Okay.
basically spinning tops. That's basically all it is.
Yes.
Then why is it called a blade?
Because they attack with them.
Yeah, they're.
I attack with
rolling
lots of
against
things that
each
aren't
other.
that aren't
It's
blades.
It's from a kids' cartoon / kids' anime.
Okay.
We put 2 metal spinning tops in a bowl
Holy
and
shit,
they
that's low.
Now I
bump
roll
into
low.
one
Of course I
another.
do. When I'm not on Amunet, I roll low.
Hey, Char! Welcome to the club.
Oh, the one
Why can't I-
charging us.
Why is my roll so bad? Come on,
Why
Kage.
can't I
you
roll
do
low when
better.
I'm on Amunet's shoulder?
Oh, great.
Oh, Kage is better.
Welcome back, Cal.
Welcome back,
Oh,
Cal.
Wanna
We've
be
got a
winning
situation.
I
dragons.
see it.
Roll for initiative, Cal.
So, heads up.
Super before review,
Yeah.
please.
This
Heads
one-
up. Gris
heads
doesn't
up.
know what a Beyblade is.
Not
This is an important question.
Not important. So this guy is wielding the sword that Amunet knows. So this is the necromancer dragon thing. There is also another dragon right here.
Dragon.
Oh, 2 dragons, yes.
Fully alive dragon.
Dragon.
We're gonna get another level after this.
Mhm.
And the 2 other things?
Floating flame skulls. Well, floating skulls. We don't know exactly what.
Floating skulls that appear to be on fire.
Yeah. So
They don't have gems.
Are they
2
laughing?
plus 2 equals flame skull.
They don't have gems in their eyes, do they?
This
You don't
Kage
notice
knows
from
what
here.
Oh,
Okay.
good. That would be even worse.
Thank you.
So, Kage, roll an Arcana check to with your free action to
Okay.
to decipher what the. Actually, no, with your bonus. Checks free or bonus. Actually, it would be bonus action. To determine. Yeah, you Kage is unaware of what sort of damage those skulls can do.
Real life die, what are you gonna do? Okay, Kage is going to be like, I see the big problem. boom.
The dragon is actually above you. It's looking in through the broken bits of the ceiling at the moment. So it's actually it's not on it's not on ground level.
Yeah, but he's
Oh.
a monk. He can jump up there.
Yeah.
He has double jumping heights.
Yeah, technically he could jump up there to try to smash it. Yeah.
He
I mean, if
jumps
that's
up
the
and
case,
uppercuts the dragon.
I mean, if he can't get to the dragon, he's probably gonna run up to this guy and be like, boom, boom, stun.
Which one did you want first? You were going for You said you were going for the dragon first.
Yeah, I was planning to go to the dragon because I think this thing is gonna come over here and kill everyone. But if it's up there,
with mobile, you could probably it's looking like it's about to come into the room. Is the thing with mobile? You probably could jump up up to the height where that is.
yeah, okay. If it's coming in, then Kage is gonna run over there and try to stop it from coming in. So
Alright.
he's gonna go hit, and if he hits, he's gonna stun it.
And the punch for dragon.
Yeah.
Uppercut it right in its stupid.
Let's see. That misses. That second one hits.
Okay, so stunning strike, DC, where is it? Blind.
15.
Yeah, DC 15 con save, and then he's gonna do flurry of blows.
Nice.
You just stunned it. It's got little birdies dancing around its head at the moment.
What the fuck?
I wasn't expecting a flying blonde.
I should play more monks. Apparently, I can keep on stunning
Yeah, I think-
enemies.
I
Yep.
think my next character is a monk.
Monk? I love monks.
Oh yeah.
No, imagine an entire party of monks.
Oh please, don't do that.
Yes, I can, and I'm very much looking forward to that.
Are we monkeying around?
Fuck.
I
It's 2 more key points though. He only has 2 more key points left, so.
Sir Lancelot. Up, go ahead. What'd you say? I'm
No,
sorry.
I was just gonna say I was so sad whenever Rhiannon got broken, but Monk has been fun.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, Rihanna did get some insight as to what exactly happened with her. I mean, Claire was explaining it.
Yeah, gotta go back and listen to that episode. A lot of shit got dropped, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, Claire is very enigmatic. This Dr. Caladriel. He doesn't trust her at all.
I don't trust her either.
What do you mean?
Yeah, neither do I. No one trusts
Sorry,
her.
Fluffy's turn.
Nobody. Sudden-
Go on, Fluffy.
action dash, bonus action charger attack.
I'm sorry. Do you mean Claire from Wednesday?
Yeah, she's
Same
in that
Claire.
thing, too.
Miss.
Actually, Cogdo trusts her.
Oh, Cosmo does trust her.
I didn't see
Oh.
what happened last time.
Ah, okay. I thought you didn't. I'm sorry. I thought you were one of the ones that didn't trust her. That's right. You didn't trust her until she. Oh, I thought Trumbull did trust her.
Fumble did an insight to know she's weird. And
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Yeah, she is
Sorry,
weird.
Fluffy.
So Fluffy, that missed.
That's all he can do. He went for the bigger target. That's what he would do.
Mhm.
However, it's a smart idea. Now I don't know.
I mean it.
Is it just me or is Fluffy actually?
What?
Fluffy actually
What?
Is Fluffy like super quiet?
Yeah, I'm having trouble hearing too. I boosted up his sound.
Max volume, so I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, that's why I made him sound.
Yeah, same. Yeah, and he's still to heal.
He sounds like what you sounded like, just a bit louder.
I know, right?
Fluffy is
Okay.
also a bit soft-spoken. He's just not a loud person.
True.
And his voice is a little lower, and lower pitches don't get transmitted well, so meh.
Amanette's gonna look at, this drow.
Okay.
You have something of my patron which does not belong to you. You do not deserve to wield it. And she's going to attack. She has to do sharpshooter from her range.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
You don't have to use the penalty. It just gives you the extra range.
Miss.
Well, yeah, I need the extra range, is what I'm saying.
The range is automatic.
No, the range is automatic.
Yeah, the range is automatic.
But of course, even that wouldn't have hit the 11. So.
And you always have the range and the advantage. The only thing the -5 does is give you 10 damage.
Oh,
Yes.
So your range is always.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Yeah, that's what the fun thing about sharpshooters. Like, if you want, you can also negate. You fire. There's no. Gets rid of the cover penalties, and
Okay.
increases your range. And if you want, you can also, take away 11. Take away the 5 and gain 11 points of damage if you really wanted to.
Yeah, she's not going for damage. She's going to hit this motherfucker for a specific reason.
So
she's
yeah,
gonna.
11 misses.
Okay.
And that does hit. Let me just check
Awesome.
something.
Brand of castigation.
Ooh.
Okay. So hit with the Crimson Right feature, which did because it was a fire. Suffer psychic damage equal to intelligence modifier. So her intelligence, I believe, is 2. So he takes 2 points of psychic damage, and he is branded.
All right. So let's see, 7, 5, 12. And you said 2 points of psychic damage?
2 points of psychic.
Alright, so you always know the direction of the branded creature. Got it.
Yep, and then bonus action because she attacks, she's gonna go one more with lightning. If Roll20 will not be a dick about it. I clicked roll and it's not rolling.
Did that with me earlier.
Yeah, I'll try to reload, I guess. There we go.
I forgot he was doing the help action.
Yeah, I forgot he was there too, because it wasn't actually on Sir Lancelot at the time.
I'm sorry, I didn't move it over. But
Yeah.
just a quick question for Amunat.
With carries in the help action to strike the necrobank if we get action that only applies to Fluffy, does not extend to Amunet.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure. Does the help action apply to setting the target, or does
You
it apply
said
to
that
giving
you were-
advice to the attacker?
You said you were giving advice to Sir Lancelot, so we're keep.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
that hit.
Cool. And I believe it's a bonus action to move the hex, correct?
Yes it is.
Okay, then that's our turn.
Did you bonus action that, or did you already use your bonus action?
Use a bonus action
The
on the
brand.
third strike.
Alright. On the
No,
third.
the
yeah.
brand's a free action.
Oh. Ooh,
It's a free action if I hit with my Crimson Right.
nice. Caladrill.
And just a real quick thing in regards to the thing behind Septimus, did you describe that at all?
That's some kind of altar to the divine light. Just to ignore what the picture looks like. As I said, I couldn't find
I was
anything
only
that
asking if
really
this was
fit.
like an altar or like a brazier with fire that I could put.
It's an altar, and yeah.
I will position myself here. I will use my bonus action and move Hex onto Septimus. Disadvantage on strength.
Okay.
And with that, I will go ahead. Or quick question actually. Is he wearing metal armor?
No.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast at him twice.
Alright.
Oh, holy crap!
And he's pushed up against the altar, so he doesn't actually go anywhere else. Since basically the altar is at the back wall, so there's really nowhere else to go.
Critical
Plus
hit.
7 damage.
Hold on, I'm calculating up all his damage at the moment.
That shit.
Also, my charisma did
One
not
second,
get
I'm trying to calculate. 18, 19, 25. There we go. Thank you. Sorry about that. I had to reset my count when you started talking. My brain wasn't catching up.
That's fine. Add 8 damage to that. It's not adding my charisma to it for some reason.
Okay.
Hey, couldn't you just have stayed outside the temple and shot him with that range?
Yes.
You wouldn't have. You need sight still.
Yeah, ricochet.
Ricochet.
I should add that.
No.
Yes.
Let's see what I want to do. trying to decide what I want to do with him. He looks at the group of you. You are very annoying and interfering people, especially since you destroyed Childs. But no matter, you will not stop us. And he casts a spell directly in front of him.
Okay.
That's
I'm nervous.
so let's see. Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Let's see that. That would probably immediately destroy the bird. Why do you keep casting Eldritch Blast, Caladriel?
Test rolls.
Okay.
To make sure it's adding my charisma.
Alright. So, let's see. That requires that. Cloud Kill is an area effect, so let me try to remember the area real quick. 20-foot radius, sphere of fog, centered. So you've actually cast it a little bit behind so that he gets that. Let's see, cloud. So let me put this down, get the right spot for it. Nice greenish cloud. 20 feet. Sorry, I hated the fact that I rebooted my computer, like always, to try to stop this lag from happening, and it still happens anyway.
I think Roll20 just had an update. I noticed that the character sheet UI is a
Yeah.
little different. Could be part of the lag.
I blame Microsoft. It's easier.
Fucking Microsoft.
Well, like,
Oh,
they
damn
changed how the attack roll section looks like when I was trying to add my name.
Okay. So he cast about. Let's see, sphere of fog. Let's see if the flame skulls are affected by this. But he definitely cast it on there. The bird is destroyed, by the way, because the bird was on Sir Lancelot at the time.
Bird.
I slid it over here just to get it out of the way.
Well, yeah, that's why I had to delete it. Kage also needs to make a roll. Kage and Sir Lancelot do. As does my flame skulls, I believe, because he cut them up in that area.
Does he care though?
I'm just seeing if they. Oh, never mind. They're immune. This is poison damage.
Cool.
So Fluffy takes 26. What does Kage take? Quentin!
Yes, sorry. Oh yeah, Kage. Constitution saving.
Yep.
13.
Yeah, which means he takes half of that, so he only takes 13 damage.
Does Cloud Kill make a cloud that we can't see through, or
Yeah, it's a rather obscuring cloud. Remember, we did that in another one. By the way, this is the borders of the room. The altar is basically inside the wall. Is basically inside the wall there.
So pretty much none of us can see what's happening on the other side of that cloud.
someone farted over there?
God damn it, Lancelot.
That does also mean that the flame skulls can't see us.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Figures up. Let's have a bit of a gasp seeing all this in front. Decides it's the best idea to scatter to the corner. She can't see anything, so she's prepping her crossbow. Clay.
Clay is gonna run and dash. No, he's gonna run. He's gonna go over here. He's gonna cast No, he's gonna dash all the way to the corner. That's what he's gonna do.
Okay. Black Dragon is stunned. Flame Skull. You just hear a and the Flame Skull moves within the fog, but doesn't do anything because it can't see you. You hear Flame Skull moves over here, bumps into Sir Lancelot, and immediately does 2 fire rays at him, which would be a disadvantage because it can't see. It just knows it bumped into something that's not the master. So that misses. Oh, that hits though, I think.
Yep. I'm fine.
Oops, did not mean to re-roll initiative on that thing. Just ignore that. Char!
Well, now I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Char's gonna just go all the way over here.
And you sort of see the head of a dragon up above, right
Okay,
up,
because I see the dragon.
right above the hole.
As a protective measure, I'm gonna do this. And it's gonna be Great Tree. So my skin will appear barky.
Okay.
I get 10 temporary hit points. Advantage on con saving throws, advantage on dex and wisdom based attacks. Underground enemies within 15 feet of me, it's difficult terrain for enemies.
Okay.
Which is useless at the moment, but you know.
Yeah. Pink!
You're muted.
Yeah, I know that I was muted at that time. I'm having really horrible chest pains.
Dude! If you have horrible chest pains, you really should go to the doctor right away.
No, it's not that bad. It's just whenever I lay down, it fucking kicks back up. When I actually go to sleep, it'll probably be better. Anyway,
Dude.
yeah, kind of like a bad reflex. I guess we'll.
Oh, acid reflux pain?
Yeah,
'Cause
kind of.
that can come from painkillers. That's why I had to
Yeah.
not take painkillers for certain things because I knew that okay, I was either gonna be dealing with this pain or I was gonna be dealing with intense stomach pain that radiates up through the chest that I then therefore cannot eat on. So yeah.
Can I see around this tree?
Char, can you see around you? You now look more like your picture with all the leaves.
Yes.
So.
I mean, I think my leaves might be somewhat obstructing the view, to be fair.
Could I use one of his branches to stable my shot?
Will you allow him to do
Wait.
that, Char?
Could I climb this tree?
Are you Groot?
Are you Groot? Can I climb you? Pink asks for consent. Stop laughing and give Pink an answer.
I'm sorry, give me a moment.
Damn it.
Oh god, I can't stop
Is something the matter?
Pink wants to climb Char.
Char, do you
I
accept
know something
Pink climbing him?
Yes.
Yeah!
Honestly,
Pink climbs on Char.
I imagine
So,
if Charles.
so Pink, roll a athletics check.
I imagine
Oh.
for Char,
Charles
he's
is
just
good.
too confused to do anything
Damn.
about it.
You scramble up to the top of Char and are now stable enough to do something on top of Char.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no!
All that just to miss.
Wait, I can attack again. Ha
Yes,
ha ha!
prepared.
Heal.
Prepared to stand.
Who?
Aha!
What are you aiming at?
I'm aiming at the dragon because you said
Okay.
that Char can see the head, and since I've climbed up on top of Char, I should be able to see the dragon properly now.
Yep.
Yep.
An arrow sinks into its scales. Kurt.
83, stay down there. Don't climb this tree. Oh my god.
Stay.
So
20, 40, 50. I run around the gas cloud with a dash action, and then I use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark from earlier to that guy.
all right.
And
He is so marked.
I'll just like breathing heavily, like just been running up the stairs, running to the temple, over the courtyard. He's just out of
Dwarves are not meant for this.
short distance sprints.
Is that all you can do? Or do you have an attack you can do?
No, that's an action to dash
Alright,
and the
cool,
bonus
cool.
action and movement.
So what would you like Holly to do?
She's gonna run 30 feet there. Use your action, kind of move 5 feet this direction. Can she? No, she can move more. So it's you get better lines on him. Bonus action. Spiritual weapon.
Excellent. Her radiant spear appears.
Guess
All right. Oops. Stupid lagging thingy.
That roll is almost a natural 20. Oh no.
Oops. All right. Yeah. That's weird. Why does it look like that? Ugh. That does not look right at all.
Didn't it look a lot better last time?
Yeah, but I think I pulled the wrong picture. There we go. That's a better picture. Yeah, you don't want an angry dwarf rushing you unless you have power against angry dwarves.
Mm.
Yeah, because she can technically put it above him, right?
Yeah, so I guess I can put it over.
Yeah, it'll just be right above his head. Just poking down at him.
Alright.
Misses, but you know, it's there.
It's a
Yeah.
floating spike trap.
Mm-hmm.
Kage, the dragon is still above you.
Yeah, and the dragon is gonna hopefully take another nap. That misses.
Yep, miss.
That
miss.
misses. Flurry of blows.
That hits.
Stunning strike. This boy shall not move.
Come on.
Come on, DC 15. Come on, dragon, fail
That's a
it.
crit.
Yeah, if it's yeah.
Point of order.
Yeah.
I think your flame skulls are out of they're in initiative but not in the proper order.
I know because I accidentally re-rolled on one of them. They actually are in the proper order. That is stunned again.
Fuck yes.
You don't make it, dragon.
So that's last hit is a crit.
Yep, it takes 13 points of damage.
Septimus being
Who
like,
gives a fuck about the
these
dragon?
boys can't do anything. I have a dragon. The dragon be like,
I hate to
"Brrr."
be that guy though, but is that dragon still up in the roof?
Yeah, because all that's over the side was the head.
So
Okay, well,
The cl-
Roger, you
jump
actually
got
did a
it.
standing high jump and punched it.
Yeah, yes,
Hurry up!
Kage is doing that. The thing is, though, Kage takes damage for being in the cloud, so he has to roll a Constitution saving throw.
At the
Okay,
start of
yeah.
his gun, right?
Alright.
Out of
I mean-
there.
I don't think he will die.
Alright,
It's
so
Famous last words.
But he takes 32 points of damage.
Yeah.
I am so glad I'm not in that.
And he's
Oh
gonna
my.
land over here to no longer be in the poison cloud.
He's going to move there, coughing a lot, yeah.
I mean,
It's a
good thing it's not a stunning
that
cloud.
Punching a dragon.
Sir Lancelot,
Yes.
that crit goes through because he's stunned.
it's your turn.
I had to make a con save.
Not yet. Actually, not yet because you took it in the first time. It's only after you re-enter the cloud, which Kage did because of the jumping. Or if you end your turn there.
Go off and step out of here. Like,
Just be glad I only did that to him once instead of all times that he was jumping up to strike at the dragon.
Well, he's a monk. He can hit multiple times in one jump.
Yeah, that's how I was treating it.
I will attempt to bop the dragon with a. Or not the dragon. Yep.
The-
Dragon
the-
that's not a dragon.
This guy's dragon, the necromancer.
The nut dragon.
Stop it.
Move that to there so I can actually reach him. Let's see, that first one misses, second one does hit. 8 points of damage.
And I will mark it.
Unwavering mark.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Amunet.
What are
Oh!
you doing?
Hold on one second. You also take a attack of opportunity at disadvantage from the flame skull. Which misses.
Bad skull.
Oh god. I can just see
Don't worry
Chom
about it.
looking at decisions, and I'm like, oh boy, am I going for a ride?
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's right, it is concentration. I forgot about that. Which means I have to roll a concentration throw on him.
Sorry.
That's okay. No. It's we did this in another session recently, and it was definitely concentration then.
You're fine.
So,
I've just never seen Cloud killed.
ooh, he failed that, which means that the flame skulls can now see all of you.
No!
Oh.
Which means that that attack on you, Sir Lancelot, was not a disadvantage, but it rolled an 11 anyway, so you're good.
Well,
So
it's a range
that's-
attack at melee.
Am I hidden in the tree?
It won't matter.
Shit!
The tree's gonna be burning soon.
Oh no!
There's some fire on the tree.
This
We
place
need
is
help!
Then she's not gonna move because she can see him now. So, point of order. Okay. Brand of castigation. Sharpshooter. Here we go.
Okay, that just hits. Let's see. 2, 18, 20.
Okay. Fire.
That misses.
Ooh.
And then bonus action, lightning again.
Alright. Misses.
And yeah, she likes where she is right now. She's gonna stay.
Caladriel.
Alright. I just need to double check one quick thing. Alright. I'm going to use 3 of my healing light on Kage. Because
Okay.
I'm concerned for Kage.
That seems a reasonable reaction.
16 health.
Thank you.
Dragon's gonna be pissed.
Also, just as a quick question, this dragon that is stunned,
Mm-hmm.
does it look like it's kind of perched on the outside to stick its head through? Or
Yeah.
is it like standing on a stable ground?
It looks like it's perched from what you can see.
Oh, good no.
Oh,
Good.
I, in as quick succession as I can, launch both Eldritch Blasts at it.
Goodbye, dragon.
Now can it move things that are bigger that are bigger than you?
It doesn't get any size restriction or saving throw. It just pushes 10 feet.
That doesn't seem right. That it has no size restriction.
I'm not kidding. I will pull it up though for you.
Yes, please do. I just want to double check.
Now, if there's an errata or
Now
something,
here's the thing: if
I'll-
if it is pushing it, you can only hit it with the first one because then you won't be able to see it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me
That is
let me
the
see.
text from the invocation.
Is that the entire one? Where's this particular one from? I forget.
Repelling blast, just base D&D.
Please, not
By all means, look it up because I know it's weird.
I'll look it up after the session. So yeah, the dragon only gets hit for 5 and then kind of vanishes with the off what you can see from there.
Do we hear a suspicious thud?
No, the roof is pretty big.
Okay.
It's stunned and falling off.
No, it's stunned in back.
So did that blow my second attack, or can I decide to throw it at something else?
You can throw it at something else. You can throw it at a flame skull, or you can throw it at Septimus. Up to you.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause after the dragon, I was planning on moving here and setting up this skull to get knocked towards pink.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Oh, you asshole!
Batter up! Boom! Does 15 hit?
I think it's
Alright.
the flame skull that
Come
goes
back.
first before me.
Mm-hmm.
They got knocked 10 feet in that line, whatever the line
Yep,
is.
I just moved it.
Yep. And that's my turn.
Okay, so
Also,
time
hi,
for
Gridrop.
Septimus. Hi?
I don't know if that was a good idea.
I was gonna move toward it anyway, so be next to it anyway.
By the way, the skull look, it wasn't even his turn to move. What an
Do me a
ass.
favor.
Oh, I misread that. Brand of Castigation isn't extra damage to the creature. Every single time the creature does damage to any of my allies or myself, it takes 2 psychic damage for each time.
Okay.
When they're within 5 feet of you, yeah.
It's still good.
Yeah, if they're within 5 feet. So, yeah, no, it's still good. It's just I misread it.
Yeah, so they're not within 5 feet of you, so that means he
No,
actually
no,
gets
no,
those
no.
points back.
Yeah.
I'm checking on I'm checking on a spell that I didn't know before, so give me a second.
Oh no.
Also, Amunet,
Oh,
I believe you
shit.
can actually do melee range crossbow shots now without the disadvantage. If you have crossbow master.
Crossbow expert? Yes, I already have that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I took it as her first feat on her level up.
I'm saying you can still get that
Hmm.
5-foot feature without, taking a massive hit.
Let's see, he wouldn't use that.
Chris is going through the spells. Chris
I
is
don't
going
like
through
this. Especially
Yeah.
seeing as this thing's dangerous.
And
Yep.
very low health.
I don't like the fact that this guy and the flame skulls are ahead of me in initiative.
Yeah.
Well,
There was something he was thinking about using, but, it would have caused too much damage to the flame skulls, so he decided not to.
Oh, I'm glad I'm next to
Uh.
him.
What a generous guy.
Or would it? Hold on, let me double check flame skull real quick.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, just resistance to that type of damage, not immunity, but it is immune to the other one, so.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, girl.
So I think he is gonna throw another cloud kill out at you guys, and let's see. Since Kage is the one who was damaging the dragon, he is going to center it next to Kage and Sir Lancelot.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not
I
bad.
don't want
not
to be
that bad.
here anymore.
Oh.
I came over this way to avoid the cloud.
Well, fault that.
Yeah. Oh, that.
It went away and it moved over there.
Nice.
Good job.
Come with a fuck you.
Oof. Okay.
Please don't kill Kage. Jesse would not exist without Kage.
That is true.
Oh, just outside.
Well, actually, either Kage or Volt for that matter. That family tree is very much entangled.
I'm just saying, please don't retroactively kill one of our PCs. It's the last session tonight, please. At least wait one day.
So he would have sent it there,
I'm
so it
sorry,
doesn't
I
hit.
can't play today. I have killed myself.
Actually,
by
hold
accident.
on. No, he would have. He scheduled that. He would have put it there, so it hits Sir Lancelot, Kage, Pink, and Char.
I'm trying to avoid this. Well, I have advantage on my roll.
So Clay, Clay wasn't in this. That's for Kage. Yeah, for Kage. Kage takes
my
10
rats
12
are
points of
dead.
damage.
Thank God for advantage on that. Shit.
Yeah,
My-
let's wait.
my
If
bug-
I'm up in the air, does
It'll still get you.
It still gets you.
Yeah.
Big cloud.
It's just
eh,
fear.
I clicked it.
Now we
Uh,
wait.
Now we wait for it.
There we go.
There it is.
So he saved that, which means he only takes 6 points of damage.
Yay.
I take 6 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just 6 points of damage.
Do you need? I'll just move over to the side.
It's fine.
Oh,
You can move yourself back.
yep. Still on the tree. I'm on a high. To the
Grisham takes a look at the situation and just runs forward a bit with their crossbow and aims it at Septimus.
By the way, that's concentration.
Yep, that's why I put the big minker in that.
No, don't talk char.
Jesus.
Okay, so this is just stealing all the kills.
Again with
First the Death Knight, and now
Hang
it's second.
again with the.
It's fine.
Not a kill, but let me see something first here. All right. Let's see. No, he actually loses concentration on that. So the cloud goes away.
The cloud's gone again.
The form of Septimus
Oh,
shivers. Sir Lancelot, roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, here comes the dragon.
Don't worry, guys. Dexterity is totally his strong suit.
Hooray! Oh,
About that.
Oh boy.
He's gonna get smooshed.
Okay, so you end up taking a bludgeoning damage via the tail as you're struck with the. Ignore the attack. You're struck with 17 points from the tail damage, unable to get away as the dragon turns back. As he turns back into a full dragon in front of you.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, no. Cat's got fucking bendy. I'll be.
All right.
Does it look like any of the damage we've done lingered at all, or does he look fresh?
Oh, he looks fresh, just like any druid or polymorph or coming out of polymorph would be.
Okay.
Of course.
hooray, we're fighting two dragons.
Quick question.
Yeah.
We are inside a dimly lit place, right?
It's not dimly lit, no. This is the temple to the light. There's light everywhere.
Are you
Oh,
sure?
damn it.
Yep, especially shaping it through the open ceiling. Clay.
Quick question. Are there any items lying around that might be of any importance to Mr. Dragon?
Not that you can see in this room. Whatever item might be lying around would have been at the altar place. You have no idea if he's acquired it or not.
Yeah. Dragons in the invisibility. I'm gonna move over here and I'm gonna cast Mage Hand. And I'm gonna use it to try and grab whatever is in here.
Roll perception check.
Perception.
Alright.
I don't have advantage.
Yeah, you can't see whatever's in that altar space. Yeah, the mage hand tries to grab the altar, but it's too heavy. Anything else you can do?
I'm gonna use it to distract the dragon, right? I can do that.
You can move it twice in one turn.
I mean, I cast it as an action, and it's like right next to the dragon.
You
so like,
cast it as
right
an action to attempt to do something in the altar space. You used your bonus action to try to perceive what was in the altar space.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess.
So you'll have to wait till next turn to use it as a distraction.
I'm gonna get over here again.
What? Why? Come on.
You don't want to be next to us.
All right,
No,
young black dragon
no.
is working to shake outside the building. Is working to shake off its stun. Now for the flame skull. Flame skull sees Pink, the weird tree person, and the robot directly in front of it. It goes, and bursts into a fireball. Let's see. Actually, it takes fire damage, doesn't it? Well, no, it's immune to fire. So it bursts into a fireball directly in front of, basically centered on itself, which then would hit Pink and Char.
Ooh,
Asshole.
as a reaction, I'm gonna cast a. Oh, come on! Can you show this goddamn text?
Like you said, I think Roll20 updated and jacked up a bunch of stuff.
Basically.
Let me try this again.
But you rolled a 5 on a d6. Good job.
Well, the D6 doesn't come into play until I attack,
No.
Melee
and I
weapon,
don't
right?
think. I think it's immune to fire. So,
Mm-hmm.
but hey, I get
Well, it
resistance
didn't appear to
the
it
damage.
didn't appear to take any damage when it did that. Still, dexterity saving throw from you two.
So I'm either gonna take half or a quarter.
So does that mean I have to do a dexterity?
Yes, you got hit. You got hit with a fireball.
You're in the fire.
Alright. Well, that's.
You made it.
Small.
So
Wait,
both of
really?
you, both of you take 12 points of damage. And what were you asking, Char? I mean, sorry, not Char. Sir Lancelot.
What's the radius on that? Is that 20
Uh,
feet, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Huh?
'Cause I think that dragon might be in range.
Yeah. Does the dragon get touched a little bit?
It is
Ooh,
in
does he
range.
get
It's more
stinged?
like here or here. It's like, just be
Okay, yeah.
looking south. If it went up any north, it would probably hit Kagi as well.
Oh, it's he casts fire. He doesn't just explode. Got
Well,
it.
I was wondering because
Yeah.
it sounded like you said it burst in a fireball, like centered on itself.
Yeah, like.
Well, then if that was the case, it moved there before bursting into a fireball.
like,
But
Ah.
yeah, because it wouldn't have been putting a fireball at its summoner. Other flaming skull.
does not see the dwarf.
Casts a fireball right here at Kurt and Holly.
Right. So.
And Chloe, technically. Alright, you're good at those, right?
Do I have anything? Yeah.
And Kurt, concentration saving throw for your whatever the pink thing was up there for.
Yeah. I'm just.
What is that? Hunter's mark, I think.
Yes. Hold on. I don't have anything for this. Alright, I'm just gonna roll dexterity then.
Boom!
Boy! Lovely!
Points of damage and your beard begins to singe.
Alright, and constitution for.
He needed a shave.
Don't.
Get some of those food scraps out of there.
No!
No. It's giving it extra flavor.
Char, you still have pink on top of you.
What's up, buddy?
Hi. Do I know what these flame skulls are?
Arcana check.
Other than that they explode into fire, apparently.
Use your bonus action for an Arcana check.
Cool, I don't need to use my bonus action for anything else. But yeah, let's do this.
Alright. You are aware that they are undead, that they are immune to fire and fire, poison, and oddly enough, cold damage. They cannot be charmed, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, of course, or made prone. They can talk, potentially. And they are undead. But
Do
right
I
now,
know
they
if can
seem to laugh.
do the fireball thing again?
Yes, you know that they can do it at least twice. And
Okay.
here's the thing, that if you ever that if you do not completely find a way of destroying them, they eventually come back within an hour.
Aha. Well, I can either completely ignore it, but then risk ping falling off me. Or I can
I
just-
should be able to hold on if I'm allowed to do an athletics.
Or if I just waddle over here, we can at least stop another fireball from happening, hopefully. Yeah, I'm gonna just move.
Yep.
And it's immune to fire, so this doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Fire, cold, and poison.
And this is at advantage because it's a will attack based damage.
Okay.
Whack!
Shillelagh.
Whack it.
And that's my turn.
You smack down into the skull.
Some good old shillelagh.
Yep. Pink, what do you do?
I'm gonna use my fighting style, dueling style, and I'm gonna use my master sword.
You're still on top of the tree. You're gonna have to
Oh.
get off the tree to do that.
Can I jump and attack him?
You have to still pick a spot. Yeah. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
11.
Lock on forward A.
You smack down into
And-
the skull.
Is he
Flame-
dead? Is
Nope.
he destroyed?
That skull is not. It is still in its same state.
I guess I'll have to hit him again. Waha. Wait.
Nice. This time, the skull, the flames go out on the skull, and it just drops to the ground in front of you.
Alright, skull disabled. Well done.
We
Pink.
need to do something about the skull, though, don't we?
So Char doesn't know how to kill it?
Wrong game.
Char doesn't...
Well, I've been playing that all week, so.
And
And now Barrett whistles that every half the time when he kills stuff. Or hums
I'm
it, rather.
streaming it at the moment, and I don't want to stop playing. I want to play it while streaming it, but it's a little bit hard with my ear at the moment.
Aw.
So
I've been streaming it.
lucky.
Grizz.
So,
So Char doesn't know how to get rid of it?
Char, I said Char would probably, best bet would probably be to look at Holly to get rid of it. But it's
So I
currently
don't-
disabled
so
for the
I
next
don't
hour.
know so I don't know that the spell magic would work now.
With the, well, you probably, but you still have an hour, and Holly could probably do it better. It's like one of those things that, you know, if it came back in a minute, yeah, that would be something. Or if you
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to destroy it,
I'm just double checking, just wanted
Yeah.
to know exactly what Char knows.
yeah, that's what I was.
Leia knows
Yeah,
a lot about it.
Yeah, so
because
that's
we've
what
talked about it before, but
yeah, that's what Char
I
would
know
probably.
exactly what Char
That's what
knows.
Char would probably know. It's like Char would probably know that Holly would be able to destroy this thing, and if something happens to Holly, well, then you could always throw some kind of spell magic spell onto it to
Alright.
help. Kurt, your beard is your beard is still singed.
Yeah, on one hand, singed beard, on the other hand, dragon.
Get revenge for your beard.
Revenge.
Okay, also question. My hunter's mark
Mm-hmm.
is still locked onto this guy because he's still the same.
Yep. That's still
Individual.
Septimus. Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna have the hunter's mark stay on him, and I'm just gonna rush this flame skull from 2 sides, and I'm just gonna scream, "Pancake sword!"
Now, just to remember, this doesn't give you does not give you flanking to do that.
That's fine. That's fine. It's not hurt either.
Okay, so releasing the blade, I believe, is a bonus action. What next?
Yeah, bonus action to just have it go 30 feet and attack.
All right. So what's the sword attacking?
The skull.
All right.
So, huh.
Ah.
Maximum damage.
Nice. 12.
And then since it's hurt, I'm going for it with a hammer. I clicked. I am waiting. Is it still up? Or did I even hit?
You hit it. It's still up.
And I hit it again. That's what I
And
do.
now it's disabled.
Way.
Now it's just this one dragon.
Since I still have movement left, so I'm just gonna go whoop, whoop. I think 5, 10, 20, 25. That's as far as I can go.
Hey Kurt, ever wanted to ride a dragon?
Holly.
No, but I'm gonna eat one.
True.
Holly's gonna move there. There's 2 that are really fucking hurt.
Mm-hmm. She sees the singed people over there. She also notices Kage is looking pretty rough.
Why can't you all be closer? Damn it. Fuck me.
I'm okay.
You're fine. There's 2 people over here that aren't.
Fuck, does my health keep getting reset?
Bonus action healing word to Kage. Goddamn. So that's going to be an additional 4 to that, so 13 to Kage.
The monk heals some.
The
Quentin?
dragon's right there. Action. I've got.
Quentin!
What?
Quentin!
Can
Yeah,
you not hear
I'm
him?
sorry. No, I can hear you guys. I'm on my phone, so because Roll20 on my PC, Discord on my PC won't work.
Okay.
So I mute myself using Roll20.
Alright, you should have said something else. I would have done that. How much health did Kage regain?
13.
Okay, I got it.
Kage-
Got it.
Alright.
No, I thought you. I didn't realize you were on your purely on your phone. You should have said something. Because I would have, healed him up before. Is there anything else Holly would like to do?
Nope, that's all.
She still has her. She still has her holy weapon. Her weapon.
Yes.
Spiritual weapon.
Bonus action.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry. Kage's turn. What would you like Kage to do?
Kage can just. I mean, he doesn't have any key points left, so he can just. I mean, just hit him 3 times, I guess.
Alright.
I mean, not much else he can do.
I keep forgetting Kage's a dude.
Why do you keep forgetting that?
I don't know, it's just the luscious long hair, I guess, and the
She's
blue eyes.
got long flowing hair. It's just
The face is mildly effeminate.
yeah.
Yeah,
Prominent cheekbones.
It's how he is.
it's okay. I'm not saying get offended. I'm just saying I keep forgetting.
Sir Lancelot. Yeah, yes, yes, you may.
I will scoot over here.
So Sir Lancelot, having been thrashed by the dragon's tail, manages to get himself out from underneath the dragon.
I will attack him twice. The Sunblade, and hopefully hit.
Ting ting.
Come on.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice.
26. 26 damage done.
Unwavering mark, and then I will do my bonus action. To second wind.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
Amunet.
So, question.
Yep.
You can see where I'm pointing right now. Can
Yep.
she occupy the same space as that?
Yep.
That's plus 10 because for whatever reason it's not heading.
Yes, it's the pancake sword. It's a dancing blade.
So she runs right up. Bonus action. She will move her hex because concentration for an hour.
All right.
She will hex him, and we'll do disadvantage on. Dex checks for funsies,
All right.
and then pop, motherfucker.
You have Crush by Master Race. You can do that up close.
Yes, I can.
Excellent.
Wait,
Does she
cancel.
get advantage because flanking?
Yes.
Woo.
Yeah.
Flanking with Kage and Sir Lancelot.
Okay, so sharpshooter.
Got this.
We're doing
Boy, you're in the
sharpshooter.
wrong neighborhood.
Yeah. Lightning first.
Come on.
See how this goes.
Oh. Oh.
Nice.
I saw the
Let's
plus
see.
and I thought, is that a crit?
Oh no, wait, that's -5. Oof.
Yeah.
So yeah, that misses.
Okay.
I keep forgetting that's negative to that.
Let me make sure that it's not.
Double negative.
Yeah, I'm double checking because she's not rolling very high. No, 13. Yeah, it looks like it's right.
Mhm.
Ouch.
Okay, we'll do fire. God damn it.
Miss.
I'm actually kind of curious. Why is there a -5? Like, what happened? to that?
Sharpshooter. Gives you a +10 to damage, but a -5 to attack.
Ah,
It's
okay.
basically your character aiming for a critical spot to do more damage, so it's hard.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
getting pissed now because she keeps missing. So next turn should be real interesting.
Any other attacks?
No, she used her bonus action to move.
Oh, that's right. She missed the bonus. Caladriel.
Well, pushing really isn't an option anymore.
Because it's against a wall.
Uh-huh.
And any pushing damage would also crush Sir Lancelot.
Please don't do this.
Exactly.
I would like to request no.
No more crit.
Just sitting under a fucking dragon.
Because it's the
Well,
best smacking position.
Smack that ass.
I'll be
I
dragon.
was thinking you get right up in the tank.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, Ant-Man. Kage gets 3d6 more healing whenever it finishes rolling.
Alright.
There you
There it
go.
is.
That's all my healing like. Don't fucking die.
Hmm.
And
Alright.
Guys, next
2
turn.
Eldritch blasts.
But miss.
Damn.
Okay, first off, the dragon uses Frightful Presence. So all of you need to roll Wisdom saving throws.
I feel
Oh,
like
boy.
Amonet's got something against this.
And you.
Oh
Nat
god.
1. Great.
Gustav
I've
screams
got
and
big
curls up in terror.
Yeah! Screw you, dragon. You don't scared me.
Kage succeeded on that. That's good.
Wisdom, you say.
I guess not.
Saving
Am I
throw,
going
you
to
say.
fall off the tree?
DC 16.
I clicked. Oh!
boy.
I got roll 20 working again. Did you roll
Just
for
a
Yeah, Kage succeeded. He's fine.
Pink's already
Clay?
off the tree, remember?
Yeah, Pink's off the tree. Challenger succeeded. Char succeeded.
Just Clay
Amunet
and
succeeded. It's directly in front of you. It's now its turn. So the next thing that Septimus does, after some of you guys are very frightened, is that it turns around and bites Sir Lancelot.
Alright. Okay.
What's your HP? I can't see you under there. Can you move out?
It was 50, now it's
There you go. Then it is going to claw you twice.
Ooh.
Ow.
After that, it laughs and lifts off the ground, giving attacks of opportunity from Kurt, Kage, and Sir Lancelot. As it's flying, it's flying directly up towards the broken part.
Question: it's disadvantage for being frightened, but is it still technically flanking, even though it?
Yeah, it's still technically flanking, so that means it's a wash. Amunet, it's just melee that gets attacks opportunity, right? It's not just up against. Yeah.
Oh, it's an extra D6 as well because I have Hunter's Knock on this guy.
Roll your d6.
I've seen people use the crossbows like in this circumstance because of the crossbow expert, but I think it is melee specifically.
Yeah, I feel like it's melee specific.
So,
Nice.
so Kage, does Kage want to take the attack of opportunity? Quentin?
Yes, he
Okay.
would probably.
Okay. And he does 5 more damage to that thing.
I got roll 20 working again. I
Alright,
think.
so he manages to successfully move through the window gap and vanish. You have no idea where he is.
Not true.
But
Ominous.
Well,
Wasn't-
Amunet does, but
Not
yeah.
true.
Wasn't
Kurt
it
has Hunter's Knock.
also a rather small hole? Wouldn't he have to break through it?
He's the one that broke it in the first place. He basically landed on it and created the hole with his dragon's eyes, and then shrunk down to do something with the altar. And with that, because of the time and because of the circumstance here, the session is now coming to a close.
This is the second time you flee from me, dragon.
On the bright side, we didn't have to fight 2 of them.
You're all still alive, though just some of you just barely. And the only thing you have to deal with next week is, other than chasing down the dragon, of course, is what you're going to do with these. Not next. Next week. It's normal time on Saturday.
Lancelot gets 42 points of
Is
healing.
to deal with the flame skulls.
Okay.
Thought you might appreciate that.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for letting me do this at its special time, rather than our normal game, because I really had all this stuff planned and I couldn't get into thinking of what to do next. Well, this was in my head, unfortunately, for the other game.
We did a lot this session.
Yeah, you guys did a lot. You survived 2 deadly encounters.
He flew off, Fluffy.